Hokai. Test. Test, test, test.
저그 플레이어 이재동의 역전 순간에 10대 20대 남성 팬들의 이목이
Let's do another test.
최고의 저그 플레이어. 이미 갔어요 지금요. 우리 부상한 박명수 선수. 하지만 이번
Seems a
스타리그에서
bit loud.
최고 저그 플레이어 본인이 보여줘야 돼요.
Turn the cranes down a little
박명 선수가 뭐 이번 한번 이재동을 잡고 한번 우승하고
Alright, test, test, test.
또 우승하는 계속
Test, test,
이렇게
test.
생각해야 되겠습니다.
그렇습니다. 오늘 이제 준비된 경기
Seems good.
두 경기가 펼쳐질 텐데요. 대진 안내드리겠습니다. 보시죠.
Alrighty.
자, 오늘 보도자료 최고의 저거 플레이어 이재동.
네.
기분 나쁜 두 명이 됐어요. 왜 이재동이냐고요? 그게 무슨 누가 뭐 지금 책이 나왔습니까?
그렇죠.
네.
김유한 선수. 내가 이겼는데.
그렇죠.
네, 내가 이겨봤는데. 뭐 그런 얘기 할 수 있고요.
네.
박찬 선수. 요즘 쌍둥이 동생 박명 선수의 일어놓고 활약상 박찬 선수. 물론, 같은
오케이.
동생이고 하니까 이제 뭐 칭찬해주고 좋은 말 해주고 하겠지만 또 속으로는 게이머로서 같은 게이머로서. 이 자극 안 받을 수가 없거든요.
그렇습니다. 박명수 선수, 박찬 선수가 우승하는 순간에 그 경기장이 있었습니다만 그때 어떤 심정이었냐? 형의
Hello.
그 중에 한마디로 착잡했다.
Good day. Your mom's on eBay.
네.
Top of the morning to ya.
네.
그리고 특히나 뭐 박명 선수가 뭐 위에서
How's everything?
맛보고 싶다고 이렇게 밝힌 만큼
I'm perplexed, but I just got this new kind of protein shake and it's
꼭 잡아야 되겠죠.
kind of bad. And then it's like, now it's like separating into things, so I'm like looking at it with suspicion.
완전 뭐 대기만성형 선수인데.
진짜 대기만성이에요.
네, 김유한 선수가 정말 이렇게까지 정상급
Sell out?
를 나를 만큼 성장하리라고 생각 못했었거든요. 근데
Who, where?
기다린 끝에 데뷔 이래 최고의 그 어떤
Me?
시기를 보내고 있습니다. 그런 만큼 치고 올라오는 이 어떤 타이틀, 각종 리그에서 타이틀 이게 좀
It's
필요합니다.
6 a.m.
오랫동안 플레이했던 선수들 뭔가 우승 못했다고 하더라도
Wow.
처음부터 뭔가 달랐는데
That's early. What are you doing up so early? Wake up early for some Starcraft? So you are actually in, people tell me where they're from, so you probably have before, but I don't remember. So are you actually in Australia or New Zealand? The math checks out for that, I think, as far as the time zone math.
WCG 작년에 이제
Anyways, what's up, Siberian?
그거 생각해가지고
Siberian catcher rating your stream. Nice, man. Glad you're ready for some old SC action. We're actually picking up right where we left off on after the Artosis raid as well, actually. Getting into the same tournament. We don't always do that, but I just, for some reason lately, it's been working out well to like just kind of go through some individual tournaments and just watch them all the way through. It's kind of nice. It's nice to have a story to follow, a flow to go through. What is that emote, minions? It looked like a I'm a cutie pie emote for a second, I thought. Anyway, welcome, yeah. I don't know if it's the best thing Artosis ever did, but glad that you're excited to be here. How's it going? How about you, Catcher? Where are you from? Australia. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Was people always do that, right? Probably use bad accents and stuff. I don't know. I actually would love to visit Australia. For some reason, I'm like have this random connection to Australia, sort of like I don't know. I've ended up watching a lot of the. Probably a quarter of the streamers that I follow, maybe not that many, but a bunch of the streamers that I follow on Twitch are Australian. And like I watch this guy who does motion graphics tutorials who's Australian a lot as well. So anyways, I guess I'm saying I watch a lot of Australian content. But it'd be cool to go and PNW. Hey, same here. I'm in Washington. Love it up here, man. I moved here from California last year, and it's so beautiful. Alright, let me see if I can get the color of each player. Oh, they took the overlay away. Calm the anime hero? He does have an anime hero look to him, doesn't he? What's up, Chris? There he is, looking kind of like an anime hero. Alright, let's see. I think luxury is purple, I think? I think luxury is purple. I'm trying to like remember their names basically. Let's see if I can look it up over here. Luxury. Yes, Park Chan-soo. So luxury, purple, not Protoss, versus calm. Fight. Pacific Rim? I don't remember that one. I mean, I've seen Pacific Rim, but I don't remember. It's been a while, I guess. The worst accent in a movie, from what I understand, is Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Scots actually hate him for that. His accent was so bad, apparently. It's interesting because there's been some people who I didn't even realize they were like what's his name? The guy who plays Wolverine / Logan. He's from New Zealand, I think, and he has like a perfect American accent. Like you don't even know he's not from America when he plays characters in American movies. Alright, let's hold on. Let's see if we can just do this. Pacific Rim Australian accent. Look, it's even a producer. Okay, here we go. Settling down. Alright, let's see if we. Is this the guy? Who's the guy that has the Australian accent? I don't know. I looked up Australian accent, but this doesn't say like this is an Australian accent. I just listen. Yeah, Hugh Jackman. Is he gonna say something? He's not saying anything. Stay there. Give me a moment. Is that the guy that has bad accent?
Goddamn disgrace. You're gonna get us all killed, and here's the thing, Riley. I don't want to come back from this mission. I like my life.
That is pretty bad, isn't it? I can't. I don't even know. Hold on, let me turn this up so you guys can hear it. But
You two are a goddamn disgrace. You're gonna get us all killed, and here's the thing, Riley. I want to come back from this mission because I quite like my life. So why don't you just do us all a favor and disappear?
wow,
Stop now.
that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh man, like I don't know if I would have known that was supposed to be Australian. Wow. John Barrowman is Scottish? Who's John Barrowman? John Barrowman. I don't know him. Oh, he was in. Oh, he's in Captain. Oh, okay, okay. Torchwood, Doctor Who. Okay, I've seen him, but I'm not familiar with him that much. So he's trying not to swallow his tongue.
그래도
Oh, good.
그렇다면은 박찬호 선수가
That's what he sounded like.
게스만 다 쓰고 뮤탈 스코지가 날아가게 되면
He gave it an okay attempt.
저 앞마당 수비가 가능할죠?
네,
At least he tried.
얘기를 했었던 것 같은데, 박찬호 선수가 이제
At least he
좀
tried.
안정돼서, 본진을
I mean, but I don't know. That's weird. Why did they have him be an Australian character then?
그렇습니다. 김연아 선수가
If he's a shit Australian accent.
활용할 수 없거든요. 그렇다면 그 점을 그 타이밍을 뚫어야 되는데 김연아 선수가
Wait, where is Hugh Laurie from? Oh, because he's British, right? But he sounds American? I haven't actually watched House.
진짜 뭐 수비적으로 진짜 서로 알고 있습니다. 크게 뚫릴 일이 없어 이쪽은 실수만 안 하면.
네, 이 가스가 가스 차이가 얼마 나지 않기 때문에 이 가스를 얼마나 빨리 쓰느냐 이 싸움인데요.
And then sometimes I'm like, oh wow, they have a really good like Irish accent or something like that. But I don't know if I can qualify to judge, so maybe I shouldn't like think that kind of thing. But like,
지금은 박찬호 선수였던 상황이 지금 너무 좋아 보이거든요.
라바가 동시에
shit, what's her name?
네, 그렇습니다. 뭐 김윤아 선수가 지금 당장해야 라바 3개 그리고 이후에는 앞마당 해처리까지 완성되겠지만 박찬호 선수가 지금 타이밍 재고 있거든요. 6뮤탈 이후에 스콜지 뮤탈 번갈아 찍으면서
What is her name? Gillian Anderson, right.
선수가 막기 정말 어렵겠습니다.
더 빨리
Gillian Anderson.
많이 나옵니다. 박찬수가 특정 시점까지는요.
특히나 공격적인
She plays a character in an Irish drama called The Fall, and I thought, oh my god, she's actually really Irish. She was just faking
저거리까지 콤보로 갑니다. 지금.
an American accent or Canadian accent the whole time she was in X-Files, but no, actually she just was at a really good Irish accent in that.
박찬수의 뮤탈이 김윤아의 뮤탈을
자, 벌써
급소했습니다.
지금 들어갑니다. 박찬수.
컨트롤 싸움인데 뮤탈은 박찬호 선수가 맞고요. 이후에 랠리 포인트는 스코지를 잡았기 때문에
What?
정말 잘 싸워야 돼요, 김연아 선수.
박찬수가 적극적으로 싸워줄 필요가 있죠.
Okay, Calm's in a little bit of trouble here. Calm's in a little bit of trouble here. He's gonna lose his hatchery 100%. What happened? Wait, oh, because he just expanded and luxury just went a bunch of links and stuff.
그래서 스코지가 아직 4개 있거든요.
Well, this is a little bit open and shut. So wait, where's this sentence from about Harry Potter playing a not? Wait, what? What? Harry Potter was playing a Nazi? I don't understand.
아, 김연아 선수에 반해서 박찬 선수가 준비가 너무 잘 평가를 할 수가 있겠는데요. 정말 김연아 선수의
In the movie Imperium, Daniel Radcliffe plays a Nazi.
그 모습 아, 대단하네요.
Okay. I guess, okay, that's what you said. I was like, what? I'm actually just like very... Alright, well that was an easy little win. Not easy, but it was a win for luxury. I'm very, like... illiterate about pop culture. I'm pop culture illiterate. So I just like I don't know who actors are very often. I haven't watched many movies. And then you have Frodo playing like a villain. The guy who plays Frodo in Lord of the Rings, he's played like some really creepy villains, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, I think I don't know. It's amazing how actors play different characters in different movies. Crazy. How can they do it? I'm gonna send a text, so give me a second, guys.
앞마당 해처리를 좀 과감하게 뛴다면은 박찬수의 계획된 빌드에 좀 꼬이는 그런 현상을 좀 마련할
Brain Zerg, that's calm. Oh, I gotta get the colors. So this time, calm is yellow, not to be confused with yellow, and luxury is teal, not Terran.
이렇다면은 김연아 선수가 앞마당을 가져가면 굉장히 유리해지거든요.
그렇죠. 바로 그렇게 12 앞마당을 가져가면서 저글링을 통한
Daniel Day-Lewis.
나만은 못 쓰게 되고 스포 운영이 또 되거든요. 근데 문제는 여기서 만약에 김연 선수, 박찬호 선수의
It's the scariest.
무난하게 12풀 가스 앞마당. 그러면 재판이 되는 겁니다.
네.
네, 그렇게 경기가 진행된다면
What villain did he play?
저글링이 얼마나 김윤환 선수의 드론을 잡고 그리고 얼마나
I'm not super familiar with him either.
그 살려야 되거든요. 네, 김윤환 선수가 이번 경기에는 13 스포닝 풀을 선택하는데요.
아직 상대편의 체제는 모르고 있습니다. 지금 서로는요.
네.
You're a Nazi, Harry.
김미환 선수 이렇게 해주면서
I think I have a decent
따르는 건데,
British accent.
어쨌든 박찬 선수는 여전히 한 방을 노릴 수가 있겠고요.
It's like
김미환
probably
선수가, 이거 대처가 일단 무난히
a little bit,
메탈리스크를 났을
probably pretty
때
rough if you're British, but I've convinced Americans that I was British before. Maybe they were dumb Americans though. I don't know.
네, 앞마당 가져가겠고요. 박찬 선수 같은 경우에는 이런 성가스 이후에 가난하게 스포닝 풀을 짓고 빠른 테크 올리는 이런 빌드를 사용했을 때는 저글링을 만약에 발업을 시킨다면은 박찬 선수의 저글링이 일단 사는 것이 제일 중요합니다.
What's up, Loken?
견제를 하면서 살려야 되거든요. 왜냐면
Loken with the Nayoken face emote.
피해를 너무 많이 받을 수가 있기 때문에 그 점을 잘 생각하고 저글링
What a beautiful face.
오래 살려야 되면 재활용을 해야 돼요. 아직 공격편 튀어나올 준비하고 있습니다.
What a boss, Nayoken.
박찬 선수 또 본진 해처리를 지을 모양인데요.
네.
역시 승부를 보겠다.
Hatchery
사실
first.
운영을 할 수 있게 앞마당을 가져갈 수도 있거든요.
So this time they're both going for hatcheries, but Calm has an expansion,
경기 때와 마찬가지 승부 보겠다는
which
겁니다.
usually doesn't make too much of a difference until later on.
저글링 발업을 자주 시키거든요. 하지만 이렇게 뮤탈리스크 스코지에
Appreciate the VODs on YouTube. You can watch the night streams. Nice.
빨리 확인해 볼 필요가 있겠는데요.
그러니까 김미환 선수는 이거 보자마자 선택을 해야 됩니다.
For a second, I was like, "Uh-oh," because I haven't put a casted VOD on YouTube in like a couple weeks, and I keep forgetting about it, and then keep slacking off, and it's like, feel a bit bad about it. But I've had shit to do, but it's not an excuse. It's just kind of also just been a little bit burnt out on it. So, but yeah, I mean, at least these watch parties go up on YouTube, right? So, there's that. Did I unpause Chatcraft? Yes, I did. Okay. Calm should play L in Death Note. Who would play the other guy?
네, 오히려 여기서 김윤환 선수가 추가적으로 저글링 생산하고 있지 않기 때문에 박찬 선수가 여기서 저글링
What programmer would play it? I forget what's the other character's name in Death Note. It's been a while. I watched that whole series, the anime.
네, 지금 김윤환 선수가 저글링을
So light is L, right?
빼줄 필요가 있는 것이
Who's the other guy?
박찬 선수가 뮤탈리스크가 뜨는 타이밍에 저 앞쪽에 있는 저글링을 잡아내면서 같이 갈 수가 있어요. 뮤탈리스크랑 저글링이랑.
Kira.
이런 거 좋죠. 네, 근육을 하나 잡아먹고 왔어요.
김윤환 선수가 드론 확보에 너무 치중한 나머지, 김윤환 선수가 어느 정도 뮤탈 스코지가 나오는데요. 이렇게 되면은 박찬수 선수.
I actually don't know who would play Kira.
양방 공격, 저글링은 앞마당으로.
Anyway, yeah, I need to, let me send it, sorry, I gotta send this text. Give me a minute, guys. Oop, wait, maybe I don't have time. ZVZ's too crazy, man. I don't have time to look down for a text. Oh, he snuck the Lings in. Oh, he left the Lings on the ramp for the Ling sneak. What a boss. Oh my god, the single Ling got a drone kill because he didn't micro it. Look at his timing though. Oh man, the mutas just killed half the Lings before they got a chance. Oh, but now the mutas are here. This is like a timing that he's doing that's, I don't know if it's gonna work. What's up, Markalaus? Bisu for Kira? I can see that. I can see that. This is all in for luxury, because Calm's now mining from 2 gas. if Luxury doesn't win right now, then Calm's just gonna get more mutas.
아, 그래도 김민환 선수가 이거 막아낼 수 있는 분위기인데요.
But maybe he did win right now.
스콜지가 나올 수가 있거든요. 앞마당에 가스도 어느 정도 채취를 했기 때문에.
네. 근데 지금 이미 먹은 데미지가 좀 많습니다. 솔직히 지금 많이 잡았어요.
네,
잡았어요.
지금 유일한 방법은요. 저 뮤탈리스크가 4개 이상 모이게 만들면 안 되거든요.
네. 그런데 드론을 이렇게 당하면은
Oh. Yeah, I mean, mining from 2 gas doesn't matter if you have 0 mining minerals. Oh, man.
이걸 얘기해드리겠습니다. 이재동이 무슨 최고냐, 김민환이 최고냐, 박시정재예요.
그렇죠. 다시 한번 박찬 선수.
네.
저 그전에 영광을 되찾을 수 있는
Oh, man.
2대 0으로
It's not looking good
다시 한번
for our hero.
그걸 빠져나올 수 있는 겁니다.
그럼요. 오늘은 형인 박찬수가 김민환 잡고 이번 주 토요일에는 동생인 박명수가
Hero slash anime villain.
예, 뮤탈이 살아있네요. 스콜지 잡아내는 게. 예, 일단 뭐 지금은 4기인 것 같은데요. 3기 이상만 되면 스콜지 일단 잡아낼 수가 있죠.
방금도 드론 터널이었습니다.
Yeah, Luxury's is such a disappointment. He would have been one of the top Zergs of all time if he wasn't a match-fixing scumbag.
박찬수. 김민환이 2대 0으로 이기는 거 아니에요? 박찬수가 좀 보여준 게 없군요. 근데 그냥 끝나버립니다. 지휘재.
He can still be playing to this day.
예, 이게 이런 겁니다. 그러니까 김민환 선수도
This is too bad.
저글링에 투자를 했는데 만약에 바로까지 투자를 했다면 이게 올라가서
Well. Speaking of match-fixing scumbags, we got Stork versus Up Magic. I mean, sort of as far as playstyle goes, yeah. Importance, sure, but like, I just can't put them on a list of top players, you know, when they're, especially Savior, man. Stork versus Up Magic. Up Magic was my favorite player too. That was a disappointment also. Hey Roberto, how many match fixers were there? There was like 6 or 7, I think. Yellow, Luxury, Huashin, Up Magic, Savior. There was a couple others, I don't remember. Yeah, something like that, 7 to 10. Yeah, man, Huashin. Yeah, no, not the old school yellow, the fake yellow. The old school yellow is a gentleman and a scholar. Yellow Arnak was the one that did match fixing. Yeah, there's at least a thread on it. Match fixing. Scandal. Here we go. Players implicated. Here we go. Savior by first. No one cares about him, I guess, because he was never good. Dark. Oh, that's right about Dark Elf. Go-Go. I always forget about Go-Go as well. Huashin, Justin, Luxury, Xinhua, Type B, Up Magic, and Yellow. So there were 11 actually. There was 11 players that were banned for it. Persecutor's blog post contained a screenshot from Huashin vs. Luxury. A scene from a match that was fixed. Evidence was later. Yeah, okay. Her consequences. They had to pay. So 11 million won is about $10,000. If I remember correctly. Wait, let me see. 11 million is... Yeah, it's about $10,000. So $10,000 for all these guys, about $5,000 for Up Magic, $2,500 for Justin. Gambling treatment program, interesting. Yellow, just a little bit, so maybe he didn't do as much. Savior had to do community service. Savior was the linchpin. He was the mastermind. So it's interesting that he didn't have to pay. I don't know what that means. Anyway. Yes, so there you go. Hwashin's apologetic interview. You guys want to watch this video about the discussion? I don't know if we want to spend too much time on it, but anyway, because this game is about to get started. Wait, was Up Magic one of them? Right? Yeah, okay, well, he was. I was like, I didn't make that mistake, did I? Song Byung-gu. Justin got the worst sentence? It seems like it. He had to pay and do community service. How bad was match fixing for the community and game when it was found out? It was terrible. It basically killed esports. I'm exaggerating a bit, but it was actually really bad because like Starcraft was already having some trouble and there were issues with Kespa battling with Blizzard and stuff like that, and then it came out that there was match fixing and people lost all confidence in the sport and it kind of just like fell apart. You know, it lost a lot of popularity. It led to League of Legends I mean, it's not directly related, but like, you know, it was a pretty big deal. And it just happened to coincide with all these other issues and League of Legends getting big and stuff like that, and League of Legends just took over as being the popular esport. I mean, shortly after that, the sponsors fell off, and like three or four of the teams dissolved, and like they had to combine leftover players from 3 of the teams into one extra team and call it Team 8, so they would have an even number of teams for the, or an extra team for the Pro League or whatever. Sounds like Justin was the ringleader. Why? Because he had the worst sentence? I don't know. He might have been another person that was trying to encourage other people to match fix. I don't know. I don't know if you could even say Brood War survived as much as Brood War just like resurrected, because Starcraft 2, there was all that stuff, and then Starcraft 2 came out, and almost everyone switched over to Starcraft 2, and I think it was maybe just because Starcraft 2 didn't get as big that there was an opportunity for Starcraft 1 to come back, because like, you know, even Flash was playing Starcraft 2 in like 2012, right? And then in like 2013, a bunch of people were like, whatever, we're done with Starcraft 2, let's go back to what we know. And they went back to Brood War, and I think that's when the resurgence was, right? Today, Starcraft 2 is bigger than Brood War, yes. Yeah, especially globally. There's actually still a lot of tournaments for Starcraft 2. A lot of attention. I don't know about in Korea. I actually don't know about in Korea. But in general, globally, Starcraft 2 is bigger these days. The Starcraft scene is small but strong, I would say. There's a core of good players that play in the ASL. Outside of Korea, there's a core of good players that play in foreign tournaments like BSL. It's definitely not as big as it used to be, but there's still a solid core that's there playing at a high level.
중간에 엔지니어링 베이 같은 건물을 바리케이트가 필요하겠습니다.
자, 그럼 일단 앞마당 표 깨기 전까지는 자원
Brutal has more Korean teams.
아, 네, 이게 수십이.
I don't know about that. I mean,
넥서스는 이거 죽도록 때릴 겁니다, 지금요. 자, 그러면
I don't think so, but I also just don't know. Like, I really don't know.
네, 이 드라군은
Because there's no like, hey, Rise, what's going on, my friend? How you doing?
보통 이렇게 시작을 하면 넥서스 날리고
How you doing?
많은 프로브를 통해서 역전한 경우 많거든요.
네, 아, 이렇게 외곽적으로 빠지는
Good to see you. 15-minute notice?
이런 부분이 좀 많이 아쉬운데요. 시민 선수가
What happens? Oh, the stream's gonna end? Because Rise always shows up at the end of stream.
피해는 많이 받을 것 같진 않고요.
Or is something else going on in 15 minutes?
잘해주고 있는 부분이 네, 11시에 벌처를 넘기려는 움직임이죠. 이 부분은 송병호 선수에게 경기를 말릴 수 있습니다.
근데 신 선수 지금 입구가 위기입니다.
You hurt everywhere.
네, 이거 테크가
Who did it? Point me at him.
그만큼
I'll get him back for you.
나가 있는 병력으로 예, 피해를 줘야 됩니다.
Unless it was probably you that did it to yourself, right? Oh, that was a little sneaky little squeeze through those minerals.
잘 들어갔네요.
네, 입구를 신경 쓰느라고.
Well, the thing is, for StarCraft 2, it's not quite the same. StarCraft 2 is more of an individual sport. StarCraft 1 became a team sport, but StarCraft 2 is an individual sport. So there's a lot of pro gaming teams or international teams that have a StarCraft 2 roster, but they're not just a StarCraft 2 team, right? There's some teams that might have 2 or 3 players or something like that that are StarCraft 2 players that are on their roster, but that doesn't make them a StarCraft 2 team, they're just an international team. Like Team Liquid nowadays has a roster for a bunch of different games. Okay, Vulture, you've got one job. Okay, now he sees the Vulture, he's like, oh, nope, get away, nope. Let's not let that Vulture kill all of our probes. I did a workout every hour from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. last night. What? Why would you? Why? That's crazy. What are the circumstances here? Was this some sort of challenge that you were doing? CSAUP? Sounds like an acronym that's supposed to make me say something funny by accident. This event must push both physical and mental limits. Completely stupid and utterly pointless? Is that what it's supposed to stand for? That's what the internet says it stands for. That is what it stands for. Okay, there you go. Alright, well. Maybe I need to do more stupid stuff. I feel a little bit. I don't feel sore, I feel achy. I did the gym last night. I did a pretty good workout, I think, but I guess feeling achy is a good thing, right? But why? Pepe hands. Peer pressure? Okay, so you didn't sleep at all, basically. I wondered if I could do it. That has been the motivation for some of the most courageous and epic accomplishments and some of the dumbest shit that has ever happened to human beings. Wondered if I could do it. Famous last words and also famous, you know, that's why people climb Everest and shit, you know?
그렇죠.
Yeah, there is a lot of evidence that you can overwork out and then you actually get not just diminishing returns, but you can actually hurt your progress if you work out too much.
올인의 어떤 그 과감성이 강력하긴 하지만 무리수가 될 수 있다는 판단 때문에 결국 운영을 선택해요. 결국 이러시면
You can do too much volume, and it actually will make you build less muscle, from what I understand.
이렇게 지금 힘든 상황에서는
10 by 10, 10 by 10, 10 by 10.
상대방의 자원을 깎아먹는 그런 방법이나 아니면 자신이 몰래 멀티를
Is that,
성공하는 이 아웃사이드란 맵 자체가 몰래 멀티를 성공하기가 굉장히 힘듭니다. 그리고
For weights or for some sort of running thing? Diggity. Once a year type thing. You can't even jog anymore? Oh man. I never did send that text. I need to send this text at some point. Incline bench, squat, and underhand row. Dude, I've discovered what I don't know you call it, like focused muscle exercises, and I've been feeling pretty good about them lately. Like I feel like I'm doing more and better lately. Like not just doing the large muscle group exercises like the bench, but then like focusing on individual muscles as well with separate exercises, and I've been feeling good. And then like after I started doing that kind of by accident, I found like a good source that was like, this is a good idea to do. I was like, oh, okay, I'm on the right track, I think. I should probably still just go back and look at the workout routine that Rise sent me like a month ago and actually just do that, but in a way I'm like too lazy to read. It's just easier for me to do what I've been doing and not think about it too much. But like I said, I think what I've been doing is actually not too bad these days. It is kind of a routine in itself. German volume training. Endurance, fat burning exercise. Interesting. What's up, Tucson? How you doing? Welcome. Just keep going. Yeah, it's interesting because I've been watching. There's a couple. Hey, Iskia. There's a couple like weight training YouTubers that I've been following, and both of them, one more than another, but one of them is the guy that Diggity is doing his workout routine. But they both basically say the best workout routine is the one that you can follow consistently, you know? And I like that concept. Oh, the dropships are dead. Well, no one is. The other one got away. Got a flurry of compliments from coworkers? Nice, dude! All Starcraft casters are equally handsome at the elite handsomeness level. Second most, there are 2 Diggities? Well played, Iskia. Well played. Combat SC? I actually never saw him. I've never seen him. I've never seen a picture of him, I don't think.
지금 신인 선수 여기서 드랍십을 한 번 더 또 탱크를 잃게 되면은 지금 이제부터는 탱크를 잃으면 안 돼요. 탱크를 잃게 되면
Avoid V-Shred. I don't know what that is. The guy that I've been watching is Jeff Nipper. Nipper? What's his? I think his name is Jeff Nipper. Nippard? The heck's his last name? Something like that. Yeah, Nippard. Nippard. Jeff Nipples. Yeah, he's the workout science guy, and that's why I like him. Because he's not just like you should do this. He's like, you should do this. And here's like a research paper that says why. And here's some other like research that supports it. And this guy says, you know, it's, I don't know, I really like it. Uh-oh, there's another diggity here. A diggity. Yeah, so I don't remember what his name is, but the guy that does Athlete X, I like him too, actually. Not quite as much, but he's a similar vibe. he's the other guy. He's my other go-to. I watch both of them. They're both Jeffs. Amazing. You were gonna suggest him. Nice. Nice. He's very chill too. I love that Jeff Nippert is like, he's got like a kind of a nice guy nerd vibe, but he's like so ripped. He's like this ripped guy that could like just tear your face in half, but he's like, seems like he's really nice and like chill and friendly too. He's like this nerdy scientist guy who could also just like, you know, punch your dick off if you wanted to. Doso! What's up? Evening. Thank you for the prime sub, Doso. Oh, I forgot. So, who's up? Rise and Doso. What would you like any units to be added to Chatcraft? Terran. Okay. Terran thingy. Terran thingy, Protoss thingy, added. This is a big attack. I don't know if Stork has enough here though. Wait. Bob Magic is not happy about it. Never mind. Bob Magic knows better than I do. Did you see that face? Look at this facial expression. Oh man. Game over. The tongue says game over. Watch how many zealots are on the tanks. I missed it. Wait, I didn't go back far enough. Hold on. Oh wow, yeah, he's not even sieged up. Oh, look at he moves his, look at this too. He tries to kind of draw back, but he draws the vultures back too. The vultures are running away from the tanks. The vultures are running away from the tanks. No, you need to be attacking you need to move the vultures in, draw the tanks back behind them, and then siege. He just kind of 1A, 2A, 3A'd that, I think, a little bit. He knows he's caught, and so he tries to draw back, but he shouldn't be drawing back his support units. He should only be drawing the tanks back. And so he just draws them back and waits for the zealots to be on top of the tanks to siege up. And look, all the vultures in the back doing nothing. This is a effing terrible play. Tanks in front of vultures. Yeah, they're called tanks, right? For a reason. They're supposed to tank the... Except that's kind of a misuse of the word tank in a way, because tanks are also artillery, but anyway. Shredded Sport Science. I might check that out. Takes the piss out of stupid things. Yeah, Jeff Cavalier or whatever his name is does that too. Actually, both of those guys do that. Both Jeffs do that. Train hard and eat good food. There's no secret to getting... Well, there's no secret, but there is some method to it.
아 그렇습니다. 신인 선수가 지금 뭐 자원은 많더라도 정말 이 자원 활용을 못했어요. 팩토리도 지금
Well, I think my understanding is that there's some method to optimization at least.
이 팩토리 늘어나는 타이밍도
네,
늦었었고요.
많은 고함이니까 센터싸움에 일단 밀려버렸는데요.
한국의 전투가 신인 선수의 페인입니다.
Or you can eat tank food.
굳이
That
여기에
sounds works too.
라인을 자신의 영역으로 멀티를 가져갔으면은 위쪽
I found out yesterday that sumo wrestlers,
전진을 천천히 하더라도 그렇게 했어야 됐습니다. 자리 잡고
sumo wrestling
무빙으로
was actually originally to.
제가 볼 때는 오히려 투드랍십의
You can only be in one type of shape. Sumo wrestling was actually made to be entertainment for spirits. So sumo wrestlers were actually like considered to be an elite class, and they were sometimes they were often like picked out as children to be trained and raised as sumo wrestlers, and they were like part wrestler, part entertainer, part priests, because it was this whole spiritual thing, and then part like celebrities sometimes, like later, I think in the later period. Very interesting. Like I thought it was just a competitive sport, but no, it's actually just it was originally a weird spiritual calling. So hope to maximize my endurance. 30 seconds to a minute. Hey, that is a long time, depending on what you're talking about. Like being able to sprint for a minute is pretty good. Being able to eat hot dogs for a minute? Not quite as impressive. Oh, look at this, guys. It's official. Microsoft has bought Activision, I guess. I don't know. Wait, this is an old post. Why does it say what's new? January. Why did someone bump this? I thought it was still in the works, so I didn't realize it was actually official back in January. I'm just an idiot, maybe. Why did someone bump this? 1 hour ago. Hello? And if I would also like to be an S rank, what am I supposed to do concretely? What the hell? This person made a brand new Team Liquid account and decided to bump the Activision thread? The Activision Microsoft thread to ask how to get S rank. And this person made a new account to say get good. This is the most shit post I've ever seen. Do you think that's really father? I don't think it's really father, right? I don't know. Maybe it is. Alright, well, I thought something new had happened with this purchase thing, and I was like, oh, look, this is new. There's something going on. Oh, no, it's just a 6-month-old thread that someone bumped for some stupid reason. Jidong's secret to pro gaming success and improving. Oh, I think we've watched this before, or I think I've seen this before. This is an old video. And I think he talks, well, let's see what he says for a minute.
그냥 연습 시간에 게임을 안 하고 있다. 그냥 이 화면이어야 돼. 무조건. 그냥 이 화면으로 그냥
You must watch the person next to you, but your screen must be this.
F4 눌러보라고.
Press the F5 key. That's it.
그러니까 뭐 지금 드는 생각인데 여러분들이 생각하는 프로게이머란 직업이
You guys see this?
막 되게 좋아 보이지만 그 이면에는 되게 힘든 직업이에요.
It's a brutal and grueling job.
쉬운 직업이 아니야. 뭐든 간에
This is a clip from a stream that someone translated, I guess.
뭐 예를 들어서 공부가 쉽냐 뭐 내가 공부를 안 해봐서 모르지만 공부가 쉽냐 뭐 게임이 쉽냐 이런 얘기 쉬운 직업이 아니야. 뭐든 간에
Studying isn't easy.
네, 뭐
I mean, I wouldn't know.
없다고 하겠지만 뭐 예를 들어서 공부가 쉽냐 뭐 내가 공부를 안 해봐서
Not that I know since I didn't, but
게임이 쉽냐 이런 얘기 많이 하잖아. 근데 결코 게임이 좋은 그러니까 쉽고 뭔가 편한 게 아니야.
Gaming's not an easy profession.
그때는
I don't know if we want to watch all
그렇게
7
몰려들어서
minutes of
예를
this,
들면 삼성팀 뭐
but it's interesting that he's talking about it. Talking about how much hard work it is. Alright, Stork v Up Magic Game 2.
경기로 말하는 것이지 앞에 1경기 그렇게 졌으면은 냉수 한잔 마시고 정신 차리고 2경기 다시 1경기
Need to be a psychopathic murdering machine?
마지막에 중앙 사막 이거 직전까지 말해서 지네들이
You need a new account because he knows he's getting banned.
써요.
Oh man. All right, he got a good reply. Yeah, get good.
데스티네이션에서 아래쪽 시리즈.
All right, sorry. I want to send this text. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna BRB, so I can focus on this text for a minute. BRB.
그렇습니다. 프로게이머가 경기할 때 특히나 다전제를 할 때 앞에서 1경기처럼 그런 상황이 연출이 되면은 선수가 상당히 많이 마음의 동요가 굉장히 심합니다. 그렇기 때문에 신희수 선수가 앞서 1경기가 끝난 후에 팀의 코칭 스태프와 좀 얘기를 나누고 다시 좀 마음을 가다듬고 2경기에 임했으면은 이번 경기에도 다시 좋은 모습 보여줄 수 있을 것 같습니다.
네, 초반 과감하게 성동기 안 맞은 데 날려버리고 괜찮았어요.
네, 정말 말씀해주신 것처럼 저런 어떤 얼굴 모습들이 그 1경기에 대한 어떤 그런 미련이나
아 분하죠.
네.
선수가 정정적인 싸우다 지고서 어떻게 기분 좋을 수 있겠습니까? 얼굴이 이그러지죠. 아 선생님이신가요? 정말 동안이시네요.
울산에서
ROTC.
Hello, Dark Arlex.
그렇습니다. 이번 경기에서
What's up?
신희수 선수가 어떤 전략, 어떤
Good to see you as well. Since Nuke,
빨리 있는 게 가장 중요하거든요. 왜냐면은
the Starts closed his YouTube. Oh, just Nuke the Stars. Yeah.
잘했던 부분은 생각이
I thought you were talking about him starting a channel.
아 우리 WCG.
Yeah, man. He's
선생님께서
closed his channel in protest.
학생들이랑 다 소통이 잘 되실 것 같아요. 우리 또 머슬에서라는 또.
Oh, you got a white guy in the audience. Got to show him on camera.
예?
누가요?
저 맨날 저기
Diggity Moletrap Classic Tricast. When are we gonna do the Diggity Moletrap Rise Tricast?
신인 선수가 지금 급격히 흔들리고 있다라는 거. 급격히 흔들린 선수는 정말 그 집중력을 요하는 투팩 같은 거 잘 안 할 가능성이 있거든요.
깰 테면 깨보라.
What's with all these old school casters having like kids and jobs and lives and shit getting in the way of them just doing triple casts with me all the time?
이유 중에 하나가 이렇게 과감한 비유 선택을 계속
I wish I could get Clazart back into things, at least to talk to him. Dude, I would love to do a Clazart interview or something.
과감한 저는 그 빌드 선택하기 어렵잖아요.
그렇다면 결국 이제 상성상
But I got no contact with him.
가능성과 더불어서 원팩 원타 정도는 해줘야 되는데 만약 그냥
Anyways, I want to send this text, but I wanted to say hi to Arlex. Welcome on in. Yeah, I took several years off. Several years off, but I came back a couple years ago, I guess. So most people didn't hear from me for a long time. Clazart was Indian living in Ireland, so I'm not sure what you mean was where is he from, but give it another 10 years. Yeah, the Triplecasts were awesome. I think we could, the thing is, I think also like we could probably do a better job of them nowadays, to be honest. The Triplecast back then, we had latency issues, and we also just like we're all still pretty relatively new at casting and stuff like that, you know. So like our Triplecast back in the day ended up just being like just taking turns talking sometimes. But I think it's better when you can turn your Triplecast or multicast into a more conversational thing and like just banter and stuff, you know. So I think we could do even better. Clazart hated a specific Terran player so much. I actually don't remember who that was.
결국 멀티가 늦은 만큼 이 뽑아낸 투발처럼
Yeah, can you imagine watching
이상은 좀 잡아내야
crappy
효과가 있을 것 같은데 그러기가 지금
videos of 240p resolution games?
나왔네요.
근데 이게 아무것도 못하고 병력 상대한다가 이거 끝나버리면요 의미가 없습니다.
오히려 벌쩍 무시하고
I think this one's probably 480p. Blazing 480p. Still haven't sent this text.
아 그래도 벙커를 짓는 모습은 굉장히 좋습니다. 그래도 재미 좀 보는데요,
네.
신현수. 여기서 여기 두 개는 잡아줘야죠.
네, 막타는 드라군. 막타는 드라군. 근데 앞바닥이 문제입니다.
이거는 재미봤다 보기.
네.
오히려 지금 자신이 지금 피해가 큰데요 이거.
벙커 사거리 바깥에 SC만 잡아준다는 거 아니에요? 안 막았으면 진짜 만들잖아요.
아 여기서 또 탱크 생산하나요, 신현 선수? 네, 이렇게 되면은 빌드상 송병우 선수가 유리한 상황에서 여기서 탱크까지 또 확인하게 되면은 네, 송병우 선수가 너무나도
Bye, Dragoon.
시작하는 거죠.
거기다 드래곤 살려 갖고 왔고 앞마당 멀티는 멀티대로 늦어주고. 네, 이거 점수 많이 까먹고 시작하는데요, 신인 선수.
일전에
Sorry, BRB.
이렇게 경기한 선수가 있었는데 더블렉스 상대로 벙커와 탱크로 또 수비하는 구성훈 선수가 그런 모습을 또 보여줬었죠. 시종일관 프로토스가 압도적으로 계속 경기 플레이해 나가는 모습. 왜냐면은 이런 곳에서 탱크를 생산하기 때문에는 프로토스 입장에서 시간을 주는 거예요. 테란 입장에서는 이 자원으로 다른 곳에 쓰고 싶은데 팩토리를 늘리거나 드랍십을 생산하거나 서포트를 건설하거나 하고 싶은데 다른 거 할 자원이 없는 거예요. 이렇게 되면은.
또 옵니까? 탱크 두 개인데 벙커도 있고요.
왜냐면 한 개만 줄여주면 또 빠져도 되기 때문에 지금 탱크 관리 잘해야 돼요.
그렇죠.
컨트롤 집중해야 됩니다.
10번 탱크를 고치느라고 싸우면 동원이 안 돼요.
네, 지금 송병훈 선수는 탱크도 느리기 때문에 테란이 뭐 하는지가 제일 궁금할 때입니다.
시즈 모드가 빨리 돼야 돼요
이렇게
지금.
두드려주면은 테란이 다 얘기해주거든요.
네.
참 이거 고난의 연속이네요 시즈 선수.
어쩔 수 없이 그러니까 벙커에서 병력 나와서 일단 몰아내려고 합니다. 말은 죽더라도 나와서 몰아내려고.
그래서 송병훈 선수 여기 드래곤 이렇게 되면 안 돼요.
네.
드래곤 이렇게 되면
탱크 하나 잡고.
시리즈한테도 기회가 생기는 거예요. 탱크를 모으고 있기 때문에 팩토리 늘려서 한 4팩 정도로 신인 선수가 타이밍을 한번 노려보면 어떨까 생각해 봅니다.
그렇죠. 지금 상태를 보면 신인 선수가 엔지니어링 베이를 짓는다든가 이런 어떤 그 쓸데없는 데 자원을 쓰지 않고 더블렉 했고, 그러니까 다크나 리버 등을 좀 배제를 하고 지금 해주 확장이네요. 이거는
이렇게 확장을 가져가게 되면 프로토스가 이제 이후에 태클을 너무 무난하게 탈 수 있기 때문에 오히려 프로토스에게 시간을 주는 경기고요.
그뿐만 아니라 확장을 선택하게 되면 지금 업그레이드에 지중한 게 아니라 두 번째 팩토리를 올려버렸거든요. 그러니까 장기전으로
아직 커맨드는
자리 갖다 받았어요. SB 갖다 받았어요.
만약에 커맨드 센터를 짓는다고 봤을 때는 장기전으로 갔을 때도 더 도움이 된다고 볼 수 없어요.
뒤쪽에 마인 심어져 있습니까? 그리고 압박하면 마인 데미지 들어갑니까? 마인.
이게 투팩이기 때문에 프로토스 입장에서는 막기가 정말 쉽고요. 만약에 4팩이라면은 여기서 벌쩍 충원하면서 입구에 압박을 하면서 뒤쪽으로도 돌아갈 수가 있는데 투팩이기 때문에 그런 것들은 좀 힘들고요.
커맨드예요.
네. 짓습니다.
지금 커맨드 맞죠? 지금 이쪽에.
저기 뭐 다른 걸 지을 리가 그렇죠, 센터죠.
이거 결국 이렇게 됐다라면 신인 선수는요. 벌처 활약이라도 나와주지 않는다면 경기 자체가 쉽진 않습니다. 벌처 활약은 필수 요건이에요. 지금 필수.
근데 벌처가 많아졌습니다. 지금 드래곤이 워낙 많아요. 수명대 되면 들어가다가 마인 대박이라도 나오셔야 되거든요.
송병호 선수 옵저버가 너무 늦게 나오는데요.
오케이.
네, 리버를 생각하고 있었네요. 네, 옵저버가 너무 늦는데.
I'm back. What'd I miss?
시장입니다 지금요.
병력끼리 싸우는 거는 신인 선수가 도움이 되는 상황이 아닌데요.
네.
왜냐면 저
Yeah, Suppie sounded like he was 14 because he was actually 12.
옵저버가 아니라 리버였기 때문에 그나마 피해를 좀 준 상황이고요.
이렇게 최대한 빨리 잡은 다음에
And he has since become a pro gamer. Yeah, he went by Superior Wolf, and then he kind of later became known as Suppie. Since become a pro gamer, was very moderately successful Starcraft 2 player, I think. And now he's a freaking doctor. He actually does on his own. Oh my God, Reaver! What were you thinking? Maybe he thought. Maybe you know what? Maybe this is how much of a genius Stork is. Look at this. Look at this. Three head moletrap. 3-head moletrap thinks. Look, there's a giant conga line of SCVs running right by the Reaver. Target them, right? Stork Five-head Stork, he knows that if he targets a Scarab on the running SCVs, it's gonna dud. He's just gonna go for the 2 or 3 over here that are easy pickings because they're not moving.
정병훈 선수가 오히려 대박을 노리진 않네요.
Bet that's what happened.
이 소박도 신인
I don't
선수에게는 억장이 보였습니다. 예.
앞서 지금 커맨드가 불이 계속 꺼져 있지 않습니까? 지금 어느 정도 당황하고 있다는 부분이에요.
Anyway, what's going on?
확장은 있습니다. 지금 현재 신인 선수.
Yeah, Suppie, he does videos about like helping people learn med school stuff
8대2까지도
nowadays.
앞서고 있는 상황이에요.
방금 SB 거의 아이고.
He does it on his old gaming channel too. It's kind of funny.
그나마 5시 지역을 프로토스가 캐치해내지 못한다면 캐치했다면
이거
여기서
완전히
경기 끝난 거와 마찬가지죠.
예,
이렇게 되면은
신봤다요.
Yeah, EG Suppie. Yeah, he actually
아이고.
he did some casting back in the day when he was like a kid.
탱크 잡아줘도 되죠.
네.
아 이거 너무 이들리는데요.
자, 드라군 하나 내리고 탱크.
아, 그리고 지금 이 탱크를 계속 익게 되면은
How to be a 4chan nerd.
하나밖에 없기 때문에 탱크 나올 수 있는
I don't think I've ever actually been to 4chan.
지역까지 같이 가져가고 있습니다. 송병구 한시 안쪽.
물론 흔들리지
What is the draw of 4chan?
뒤를 올릴 수 있다는 점.
Is there any reason to go to that website? I've just it's always been
여기서 드라군
the source of so much crap. Like, oh, where did this random cesspit of hate come from? Oh, it was a 4chan raid. Like, I've never heard anything good about it.
그런데 본진 치고 네이스 치고 앞번에 지금 다쳐요.
I'm sure it's probably like Reddit where there's some good and some bad, but I've just never bothered to check it out.
스캐럽 그 나오는 거 자체가 일단 뭐
But yes, there might. It's probably a useful video to make. How to be a 4chan nerd. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need that video. Oh, Reaver. That's nice, juicy, clumped up SCVs. Get out, Magic. GTFO.
1경기 어떤 그 후유증이라고 볼 수가 있겠죠. 네, 어쨌든 그 1경기 승리 위해 송병구 선수의 배짱이 또다시 먹혀들었고요.
송병구는
What's up, Bray1010? An unknown here 0.
일경기에서는 뭔가 송병구 선수의 더블 렉서스의
Used to be like more sarcastic parts of Reddit.
플레이가 이루어졌었는데 아, 이 경기에서는 더블 렉서스를 보고 좀 우왕좌왕한 느낌이 굉장히 강하거든요.
Interesting. Am I gonna get in trouble if I go to 4chan on stream? Is my computer gonna like just explode if I visit this website? Fortnite needs to review your security. It sounds like a virus. Boards. Japanese culture. There's an entire section of Japanese culture. Okay. Interesting. Video games. Got it. Interests. Some normie interests apparently. Creative. More Japanese stuff over in the creative section. Okay, cool. Other. Pony. LGBT. I'm just like, this is just like telling that like these are the main categories, and like first and foremost, like the very first thing on it is Japanese culture, and like do I even want to know what Flash is? I probably don't even want to know what Flash is, do I? Otaku cultural, virtual YouTubers, cosplay, cute/male. It's a lot of porn. Okay. Don't click on the adult image boards. So this entire section of MISC is all not safe for work. Apparently. And of course the adult section is not safe for work, but this is interesting that it's like sexy beautiful women, handsome men, and then hentai, ecchi, yuri, more hentai, yaoi. There's 2 hentai sections. Do I want to know what hentai / I don't think I want to know what hentai alternative is. Like, hentai is not weird enough for you? You need to go to the hentai alternative section of 4chan. It started as an anime board. Okay. So that kind of makes sense then. Oh boy. Popular threads, video game generals. This is Minecraft. That can't be that bad, right? Video games. Why, yes, I am a kissless perma-virgin with no friends. How could you tell? Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, let's click on... This seems safe enough. Let's click on the Minecraft thread. Disclaimer. You agree to the following. This is for mature audiences. I think might be okay to click on the Minecraft thread. Maybe? Can you guys even see this? You can't, but that's okay. I'm gonna get out of this in a second. Alright. Whatever. We're done. Alright. So is Up Magic. Up Magic is also done. Who's next? Yellow versus Jongbi. Fake Yellow versus Jongbi, specifically. So we get to see, hopefully Jongbi wins. He probably will. We get to see two Protoss god dragons killing match fixers today. Hopefully. I'm making the assumption that Jongbi's gonna win, but I could be wrong. And then there'll be egg on my face. Park Jansu is luxury. Park Myung-soo is fake yellow. People don't follow rules. Twitch ban in 3, 2, 1. That's right. I came close there, man. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes you see some random weeb shit in real life. Yesterday I was just parked at a stoplight and I saw someone that had like an anime girl face like that was popping up out like it was someone like it was in their window basically, like they were a passenger. It was just like an anime girl face that like at the bottom of the window. Have you robbed any banks recently? No, not recently. Not banks. More tweets. Why, yes. I am a kissless perma-virgin. How could you tell? Is it because I stream old Starcraft games? Looked 12, turned out to be 16 and 18. Interesting. Where did you meet these people? Ballet dancers. Oh, cool. There were these. I went to the local Pride event. Beginning of July, and there were these two girls that showed up when I was looking around. That were just very. It was funny because like, it was a Pride event, so people were there dressed up in different ways. But some people just took it as an opportunity to just, you know, fly their flag, and you know, some people were like doing random like costumes and stuff like that. And these two girls, I think they were probably like 16 or something like that. They showed up in like these elf outfits, And it was so cute because like
좋아지는 모습을 많이 보여줬었거든요.
you could tell that they were like a little bit like shy about having shown up in elf outfits, but also thrilled to be dressed as elves together and running around at this event.
단한 번의 결승 준우승이긴 하지만 뭐
They had very good ears, very good ear prosthetics.
경기하시는 4명의 선수 준우승 횟수만 다 합쳐도 많죠.
그럼요. 박명수
Anyway, it was adorable.
야, 정명훈이 2번 올라갔잖아요.
그렇습니다.
네, 우승 대표자는 없지.
네.
4명이 결승전에서 야,
네, 경기로 다시 들어가서요. 네, 지금 허영무 선수가 원게이트 플레이를 지금 시전했는데요.
Oh, hey, Zombie's going gateway play.
이렇게 원게이트 전략을 종종 쓰곤 합니다.
Interesting.
반해서 박명 선수가 지금 12.
It's a bold move on outsider.
선택하는 모습인데 이렇게 되면은 아무래도
Well, is it though actually? Because I think
운영할 때 좀 더 편하게 경기를 할 수가 있겠죠.
yeah, the Zerg's gonna actually expand to the low ground generally because they actually want to put that in place first so they can get their defenses in front. So then they can take an easy third later. It's harder to take a third in front later.
뭐 원게이트 플레이를 요즘 프로토스들은 좀 그다지 이제 선호하는.
They're like statues. Wow.
스타일이긴 한데
Interesting.
그만큼 허영무 손병구 선수들은 그런 올드 스타일을 좀 잘 소화해내는 편이죠.
아, 네. 거기다가 원게이트를 하면서 허영무 선수가 노질러 사이버
You mean because they were like ripped or something like that? Because ballet dancers are usually very strong people.
박명수 선수 같은 경우에는 이 오버로드로 가스만 확인하고 아니 혹은 사이버만 확인하고 빼는 모습이 좋겠죠.
Although I guess if they looked younger, maybe they weren't. Maybe they were also very slight. I don't know.
소수의 유닛에 타격을 받을 수가 있거든요.
그렇습니다. 물론 뭐그 스타게트 올리고 있습니다만 오버로드
Yeah, ballet dancers are pretty usually pretty
아무래도 이제 프로브
toned.
저글링 생산 없고 12 앞마당까지 했는데 드론 생산에 주력하는 모습을 보여서 지금 피해를 주려는 거고요. 이 원질러 찌르기 정도는 괜찮네요 지금.
그렇습니다. 여기서 컨트롤에 자신이 있으면은
Zealot and Probe. Name a better duo.
오히려 이 질럿의 저거 휘둘리는 모습이
Name a more iconic pair.
이렇게 되면은
그러니까 빨리 질러질 때 걷어내야 되고요. 오버로드 도망갔습니다.
If you don't mind, you don't have to say if you don't want to, Catru, but I'm curious, where in the PNW do you live?
맞을 것 같은 드론을 빼주는 게 좋아요.
I love this whole region, man. I like Washington the best, I think, but Oregon is pretty too, especially along the coast. Marine and medic? Okay, fair enough, Faraj, yeah, fair enough. Mech units and other mech units.
이런 상황이라면 저 박명 선수가 많이 흔들릴 수 있습니다.
그리고 질럿인지 뭔지 아직 본질적이 살아 있습니다.
Respect the ballet feet.
일질럿이 입구로 막고 있기 때문에 저글링 우리가 들어가서 체제를 한번 확인하는 모습이 좋고요.
Entus, does your name, is it because of the Seige team? Entus? Or is it just kind of unrelated?
지금 이게 저글링 발업을 했다면 이게
완벽하지 못했거든요.
네 이렇게 되면은 허영무 선수 여기서 경기 끝날 수도 있거든 잘못하면은.
저 오늘 다음에서 일단 박명수
CJ Entus. Oh, unpowering the Stargate with Lings. Damn it, man! I wanted to see Zhangbi rip yellow in half. She's like, ASCII Telecom 1, Telecom T1. Except there's no, like, T in your name. Yeah, moletrap actually stands for, moletrap Rafflecopter. Or, moletrap, moletrap Finger Bang. Wait, no. Finger Boom. I don't know why they changed the name of Finger Boom.
지금 사이버네스코 이후에 테크트리가 스타게이트밖에 안 올라가 있었어요. 지금 계속 캐논 건설하고 있는 모습이고요.
네, 돈을 이렇게 되면 수비에다 쓰게 되는 거예요.
언덕 쪽에서 지금 안정적으로 대비를 해야 되는데
Diggity actually stands for Diggity Ace.
박명 선수가 원래 저글링을 그냥
Let the dogs in? It's a great question. No one ever asked that one.
이렇게.
자, 뚫는 것까지는 좋았어요.
네.
그 다음에 확 결정적인 타격을 준 것은 아니에요.
추가적으로 저글링과 히드라리스크를 보내서 계속적으로 몰아치는 게 아니라 반면에는 러커 준비를 생각하고 있기 때문에 결국 이 저글링이 좀 살아있어야 언덕 쪽의 캐논을 방해라도 할 텐데 결국 언덕 쪽의 캐논을 방해하지 못한다면은 러커가 가봐야 경기를 끝낼 수는 없어요 지금.
예, 지금도 저 저글링이 왜 밖으로 나가는지 좀 의문인데요. 언덕의 캐논을 한 번 더 캔슬할 수 있는 기회가 분명히 있었거든요. 아, 박명 선수 오늘 컨디션이 많이 안 좋은가요? 이거 평소 때 유닛 움직임이 아니에요. 이거.
Oh man.
자, 그리고 히드라는
A friend of mine sent a text of some delicious looking food, and I'm like, oh,
지금 상태에서 캐논이
looks
하나
good.
완성되고, 리버까지 나온다면
Rush, yes, dibs for GG boy, Pirashaw, Bowman G, GG boy. I knew it did. I knew it did.
아, 이렇게 되면은 네, 아주 좋은 기회를 놓친 겁니다. 박명 선수 입장에서는.
아, 그래도 안 보이네요. 자, 공격을 못 합니다.
네, 이럴 거예요. 분명히 박명 선수도 가스를 조절하는 모습을 보였었기 때문에 여기서 이후에 드랍을 하더라도 시간이 상당히 지체되거든요.
네. 그리고 소수 러커로 지금 시간을 벌면서
What is this? What is this build, by the way? This is crazy. This is a weird game, man. We've got Gateway first as Protoss. Oh, he's gonna run the Lings in here? This is a little crazy. He's actually... He got the cannon!
틱스가 완성됐기 때문에 여기서 예, 유닛자로
It actually doesn't even matter, because the Lurker's not even within range of where that cannon was, but...
프로토스가 오히려 더 좋고요.
This is bonkers, man.
세시 쪽에 또 멀티를
This is a weird game.
아, 허용무 선수한테 너무
He's like, I'm gonna go Gateway first. He's like, I'm gonna go Lurker Rush. I wonder if the Lurker Rush was in response. Oh. So this Lurker, I don't think this Lurker can kill it fast enough, though. But that's kind of cool that he was like, he actually killed the cannon that was protecting the robotics facility. Yeah, go for the probes, bro. That's the better move. Oh, reverb. Is he gonna do a cool thing with the Zealot? He is gonna do a cool thing with the Zealot! Two of them. He's just killed two Zealots! He didn't even kill the Lurker! He didn't move the Zealot to the side far enough! He got him with the probe! He actually killed both of the Zealots!
그렇습니다. 여기서 이제 허용무 선수 입장에서는 이 커세어도 잘
He used the injured Zealots!
왜냐면
He actually killed them off! Oh man.
공중을 만약에 제압을 하게 된다면은 세시 지역의 멀티도 힘들어질 수가 있거든요.
You gave why were you giving random cosplay teenage ballet dancer girls candy? I just wanted to say that sentence because it's a weird combination of things put together.
추가 프로토스의 멀티만 막아줘도 이건 저가 잡아낼 수 있거든요.
11시를 돌고 있습니다. 저
Jongbi, get it together, man.
11시 9시 공격 준비하고 있어요.
Get it together. He hasn't even expanded. He has a free backdoor expansion. He hasn't even gone for it. Oh no, he lost his observer.
히드라 럴커로 분명히 예, 공격을 올 거거든요. 그 타이밍이 위험해질 수가 있습니다.
자, 그러면 저 11시
Is that a thing? Do you just give 11-year-olds candy?
근데 스콜지를 좀 더 뛰어나가지고 아까 그 저글링 들어가서 상대 의도를 파악을 했는데.
아, 질럿으로
Oh no. Run, shuttle.
허용무 선수는 여기에 좀 더 힘을 실어야 돼. 이게 통해야 되거든요,
아,
사실.
저기 살아갈 수 있을지 리버로 내리는 게 나을까요? 치면 죽어.
커세어가 좀 예, 백업이 와줘야
Nah, shuttles are faster than anything in the world. What? Oh, he's juking. He's juking. He's juking.
아, 네. 박명 선수 입장에서 정말 다행이죠.
지금 이 타이밍이에요. 커세어가
He did not juke hard enough.
제공권을 장악했다 말할 수 없어요. 결국 드랍 작전이 지금 중요하거든요.
네.
추가 멀티만 안 주면 돼요. 지금.
정면한 방도.
네, 지금 허영우 선수가 입구에 캐논이 필요합니다.
네.
네, 지금 이 체제를 안 했기 때문에 입구를 한번 제거할 거거든요.
Did not juke hard enough.
커세가 어느 정도 보이는지. 이거는 굳이 정면으로 돌파는 오히려 무리수가 될 수 있어요. 리버가 있기 때문에 차라리 드랍부터 해서 셋이만 좌절시켜도 되거든요. 리버가
뭡니까? 병력 악tif 겁니까? 아니면
Laid back taps. What's going on?
여기서 럴커를 한번 럴커를 생산해서 입구를 뚫어볼 수도 있고 럴커가 없기 때문에 입구 돌파가 좀 힘들어 보이죠.
Playing with his toes?
지금 만약에 어떤 그 영무탈이 아닌
I'm casting with my toes right now.
드랍 개발이 이미 돼 있다고 봐야 되거든요.
Wait, what?
아 지금 네 히드라를 넘겨서 럴커를 생산해서 견제를 줄 수도 있고요. 혹은 히드라만으로 견제를 줄 수도 있는 상황이에요. 세시
네.
지역에.
His toes look like fingers.
네, 이 해처리였던 그 멀티를 하더라도
That's a disturbing thought.
통한 어떤 견제든 뭔가 상대에게 타격을 주면서 멀티를 가져가야지 오히려 이렇게 허영무 선수를 놔두면
Zombie is just not he's not full dragon style today apparently.
멀티가 또 돌아가는 시간을 벌었습니다.
네, 정면 뚫기도 실어 나르기 다 부담스러운 거 봅니다. 박명수.
It's not full dragon style.
예, 상당히 중요한
I mean Yellow was a good player,
같이 가스를
but
있다는 점이
still.
저그 입장에 상당히
근데
부담스럽거든요.
저걸로 끝나는 게 아니에요. 앞마당 멀티까지도 가져갈 수 있습니다. 앞마당 멀티까지도 허영무 선수가 가져가다는 상황이 안정적으로 시간을 주게 되면은 이것도 경기 미국 속으로 빠지는 거예요, 박명 선수.
아, 네 지금 위치를 봐서는 한시 지역은 이후에
Oh.
프로토스의 셔틀
See, you can't run.
위치입니다. 그렇기 때문에
Oh, these all spread out too. He could pull some shenanigans here.
아니면은 드랍
Oh, he pulled a little bit of shenanigans.
줄 필요가 있거든요.
근데 지금
This is weird, man.
오늘 잘 알고 있는
I think he could have fought those Scourge maybe, but he went well. But his Corsairs weren't clumped up, is the thing. For some reason.
부담이 없어요. 결국 시간을 줬다는 측면에서 물론 박명 선수도 운영에 따라 달라지겠지만 허영무 선수도 탐이 생겼어요 지금.
Oh, it was Firebat Hero. Right.
시간의 공격적인 모습이 약간 약합니다.
Yeah, I kind of remember that now, but it makes perfect sense.
프로토스를 잘 잡으려면은
Since Firebat Hero is like anti.
드론 숫자를 많이 확보합니다.
He made fun of Savior, and Klazart was a Savior fanboy.
지금 같은 상황에서 드론을 한두 마리 더 채워 넣어야지 이후에 병력 생산할 때 쫙쫙 유닛을 뽑아낼 수가 있거든요.
그럼요. 아무튼 확장기 좀 늘리고 있습니다.
네.
곧 뭐 허영무의
He loved Savior.
허영무 선수도 좀 적극적으로
이번에 뭔가 이제 실어 나를 겁니까?
I think he might not have been casting anymore by the time it came out that Savior was a match fixer, so I don't know if we ever got his reaction to that.
많이 빠졌어요. 태우고 내리거나 신공하기 어렵습니다.
What about Reach?
한번 잘
What about Reach?
한번 히드라로 딱 건들면은 셔틀 털릴 수 있거든요.
지금 이런 게
Klazart liked Reach as well, is that what you mean?
뭐 합니까? 상대 시선을 분산시키면서 안마당 멀티를 가져갈 수 있는 시간을 버는 거 아닙니까? 이런
We did?
것들이 좀 박명 선수에게 좀 필요할 텐데요.
아 그리고
I don't remember.
입장에서도 여기서 한시 지역에
I mean, how can anyone not be a Reach fan?
네, 허영무
That's the
선수는
question.
앞마당을 빨리 가져가 주든가 아니면은 견제를 해줘야 되는 모습이
Yeah, Cholera was a big Reach fan.
이후에
실었죠?
리버가 없다면 여기 밀어낼 수 있거든요.
네,
박명
리버가
선수.
어떻게 합니까? 지금 셔틀이 저 옆에 스커지로 잡트가 있는데요. 자, 여기만 하면 허영무 이제 자원 많은
Last series of vids on his channel? Okay, maybe I'll go check that out again.
결국 세시 쪽의 멀티 타격이 허영무 선수에게 지금 굉장한 위기인데요.
Slutty Tie Pie.
없다라는 게
It's an interesting name.
부분은 충분히 예상되는 상황 아닙니까?
I feel like it might not be a coincidence that the first time I visit 4chan, someone named Slutty Tie Pie comes into the chat. I don't know what that means though. Looking good? Thank you.
이거 그냥 실제 완전 밀어버리면 되거든요.
경기가 좀 난전으로 흘러가는데요. 이렇게 되면은 박명 선수가 공중 방어 업그레이드가 됐기 때문에 여기서 뮤타를 한번 뽑아주면
Long-time Boober player, nice.
세기를 박을 수 있는 거거든요.
You're one of the old school fans, eh? Yeah, man. I took a long time off, and then I came back
네, 럴커가 없기
a
때문에
little while ago. C+, dude, that's actually really good.
네, 이렇게
C+ is actually really good on iCup.
되면은 적한테 빈틈을 주게 됩니다.
네, 거기에다가 지금
That's impressive.
안에다가 허영무 선수 지금 앞마당 멀티 타이밍을 조금 늦춰주고
I never really laddered, so I don't know how far I don't know what rank I would have been or whatever, but I probably would have been.
어쨌거나 지켜내고 앞마당 가져가고
I think I might have gotten the high D on iCup.
타격을 해서 날려버렸다. 그럼 허영무 선수가 잡고
You can beat B+ players. Nice.
진짜 지금 프로토스가 투자를 적극적으로 모아주는 모습이 아니라
You dislike BC because you knew he would win.
예, 한시 지역과 한시 앞마당 지역 두
I was never really a fan of Savior. I mean, I didn't before the match fixing. I wasn't an anti-fan. Didn't have anything against him. But I also wasn't like a Savior fan either.
네, 지금 본진이 어떤 상황인가요? 지금 본진. 네, 허영무 선수의 본진.
Commentate a lot more high-level Brood War games.
네, 그래서 이런 상황에서
Well, I've been trying to do stuff on YouTube.
지금 적을 입장에서 지금
I've been doing more casting the last couple years. Not the last like few weeks or months. But
자원줄이 하나 더 되느냐 마느냐 요즘.
yeah, I don't really. I just unfortunately don't have the time to do a whole lot of Starcraft stuff.
지역이 멀티 다 까고
예.
그리고 11시 지역도 해처리해서 지금 난리 상황이거든요.
Got other stuff I want to accomplish and do, and other things going on.
그래도 야 지금 뭐 어쨌거나 뭐 페이지 좀 날려버렸고요.
Work in media now. Yes. I guess you could say that. I've been doing freelancing. I do videography and broadcast design and motion graphics and stuff like that. So I guess you could say I work in media in a way.
리버 하나. 야, 리버 잘 들어가네. 하나 와 있어요.
Oh, it's only a single scourge. I was like, oh no, the shuttle. Wait, shuttle's still alive. Zealot, Reaver. Is he actually trying to kill the Sunken? Well, he did with the Zealots. The Zealots are strong, man. He's been shutting down these Reavers for the most part, though. Look at this one random lurker killing the Templar Archives by itself. Is he gonna get it? How close is it? Not quite.
지금 예, 일꾼 상황이 상당히 중요한데요. 허영무 선 예, 지금 드론이 그래도 최소한
Yeah.
붙어 있는 모습이고요.
But I am a freelancer, so and right now I don't really have any contracts, so I don't know if that counts as working in media, but hopefully soon I'll get some more work on that. Although in the meantime, it's nice to have some time to work on other projects and personal stuff. I never fully appreciated July Zerg until recently. I've been watching so many of July Zerg's games from 2004 and 5. I've really become to appreciate him a lot more than I like. When I started casting, July Zerg was like a little bit washed up, right? I never fully appreciated him, and then like watching his old games, I've definitely become much more of a July Zerg fan. It is wild, Giga Flare. It is wild. Yeah. 2004, 2005, and 2008. If I remember correctly.
지금 뭐 하이템플러가 됐든 뭐 다크와 하이템플러든 셔틀을 다시 뽑아가지고 허영무 선수는 좀 견제를 해줘야 됩니다.
네, 지금 박명 선수가 이렇게
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've had some of the contracts I've had have been through
상황에서 박명 선수가 그렇게 좋은 편이 아니거든요. 그래서
have been through like colleagues and stuff like that, and so I haven't really gotten my own
만약에 안마당만 줄 수 있으면 필승이고요.
근데 뭐
client base that much, and the people I used to work with have not like, had any jobs for me, so.
외주를 타고 있는 느낌.
But it's hard. It's hard to find people. What I really need is like some. What I really want is to find some something like something regular. Oh, there's a storm drop. Decent. Kill a few drones. I need to find something regular, like someone who has a channel where I'm like working for them, like doing videos every week or something like that. So like a regular. If I could get something like as like a baseline, that'd be good. But I don't know, we'll see. Have you seen the game where July Zerg had 800 APM? No. Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know which specific game that was, but he's always a monster with the APM. Have you tried Artosis? Artosis has his own producers already. He's got people that he works with already that do his video production, and they're very good. IMLS?
지금 박명수 선수 입장에서 지금 굉장히 정찰을 꼼꼼하게 잘 해주고 있기 때문에 일단
Who's IMLS? Is it Last Shadow or something?
조심하면 되기 때문에
I'm not sure who IMLS is off the top of my head.
히드라 피해 없으면 럴커로 바로 전환.
옵저버를 잡아내면서 시간을 버는 요소가 좀 필요하고요.
Oh, I am IS.
지금 호영무 선수도 물에서 이
AJTLS from SC2? I do not know. I do not know them.
힘들지 않습니까?
살짝 연탄적인 식으로 가고 있기 때문에
Oh, it's Last Shadow. Okay, okay.
앞마당 깨져요, 허영무.
한시 앞마당에 자원이 좀 돌아가고 병력이 모일 때까지
템플
옵저버를 좀 잡아서 시간 벌어야죠. 더 벌어야죠. 아직
Um,
안 됩니다.
템플을 어떻게 봐?
No, I haven't talked to Last Shadow. He's probably too famous for me also. He probably, I don't know if, does he do content creation or is he just casting and stuff?
그리고
막히나요?
옵저버 잡았어요.
But he's huge now, so he probably has his own producer also.
아니면 아카드로 바뀌었거나. 지제.
Did Jongbi just tap out?
연탄적이 나가면 프로토스 자원 없으면 그냥 경기하기 싫어집니다.
네. 좀 경기가 연속으로 오더라도
Watched him go CC first in SC2 versus Parting, and he lost because Parting chrono boosted his Zealot.
파괴가 되고 앞마당
Okay.
좀 늦게 가져왔습니다. 그리고 그러다 보니까 한시 쪽을 밀어내는 효과를 가지긴 했습니다. 저그의 어떤
I actually lived with Last Shadow.
멀티가 미래의 멀티가 프로토스보다
He was because he lived in the GOM TV gaming house. Oh, I should have done a should have done a Chatcraft.
자체도 뭐 감.
We'll do Chatcraft after this game.
치고 가야.
Yeah. So me and Last Shadow were roomies.
두 번째 맵 데스티네이션 보죠.
For a bit when he was in Korea while I was there. We lived in the GOM house together. I think we were homies, but I didn't really keep in touch with him. Yeah, see that's the thing is he did like map hacking or something like that in Brood War a long time ago.
허영무 선수 지점입니다. 위쪽이에요.
But by the time he was in Korea, he kind of changed things around.
아래쪽.
You know, he was a kid when he map hacked, and then like he matured and turned shit around. And even in 2010 or 11, like Artosis was vouching for him and saying like, yeah, he's, you know, people change, he's turned shit around.
예, 그렇습니다. 뭐, 예, 그래서 뭐 앞서도 말씀드렸지만 박명 선수가 특히나 오늘 경기가 중요한 부분이 그런 부분입니다. 선수가 예, 준우승을 하게 되면 힘이 쭉 빠질 수가 있거든요. 하지만 우승했던 이재동 선수도 이 3번 우승했는데도 아직 부족하다 그러는데 아니 박명 선수가 뭘 이룬 게 있다고 지금 준우승하고 나서 예, 더 힘내서
그렇습니다.
박명 선수
What's up, UK Sega? I mean Richard.
5번 해야지 좀 만족하겠다. 이렇게 해야지 남자가
UK Richard 16-bit. Why the change, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. If you do mind me asking, then I won't ask though.
그렇죠. 또 김갈 감독이 또 결혼해가지고
신혼여행 중이에요 지금요.
신혼여행 갔다 왔더니 뭐
그렇죠.
우리 삼성팀 다 올라갔더라. 이런 얘기 들어야지 우리 다 떨어졌더라. 좀 그렇죠.
전에 그 이제 감독분들 그
Last Shadow was drinking to fill his stomach. Was he really that like starving? I didn't know that. I know he's had some. I know he's gone through some shit though.
허영무 선수가
For sure.
또 전판과 마찬가지로 박명 선수의 선 스폰
Like I don't actually know. Like he hasn't like told me about it, but it feels like I've heard about shit that he's had to deal with.
엮어서 10일 들어온 해처리를 선택하고 있거든요.
데스티네이션 자체가 일단은 뭐 기본적으로 안마당 더블렉이 가능한데도 불구하고 허영무 선수가 지금 원게이트 플레이를 하고 있거든요. 연속해서 말이죠.
I'm not Sega. I'm Richard. Fair enough.
어떻게 보면은 프로토스와 저거의 관계가 더블렉 선수가 거의 가장 안정적인 정석적인 빌드라고 봤을 때 아무래도 원게이트 플레이에 좀 익숙하지 않은 저거의 어떤 허를 한번 노려보겠다라는 생각인 것 같습니다.
예, 그런 것도 그렇고 박명 선수가 그리고 이 프로토스전 상대로 12드론 해처리를 앞마당 해처리를 그렇게 많이 하는 선수가 아니기 때문에 허영무 선수가
Alright, come on, Jangbi.
야, 이거 준비한
Slay the yellow imposter.
오히려 한 발짝 앞서 버리네요.
네, 기존에 쭉 하던 버르처럼 하던 걸 한 번 더 꽈습니다 박명수가요. 그 모습은 물론 허영무가 봤고요.
I need to get the map editor going here. This might be. Okay, never mind. Let me turn it off before I put it on screen. Uh-oh. Dabamonian coming in here in the final game to put Zerg on the map.
일단은 뭐 오버로드 정찰을 통해서 박명수 선수 캐치를 했고요. 예, 뭐 예전처럼 어떤 그 부유하게 가는 저그를 상대로 했을 때 좀
I guess I can actually boot up BattleNet as well. Let's get Starcraft rolling.
박명수 선수의 스타를 감안해 본다면 이런 원게이트 플레이가 좀 의문이거든요. 어쨌거나.
아, 네. 그리고 지금 박명 선수가 저글링을
I would have died.
지금 저글링까지는 괜찮은데
Yeah, I'm really glad he's doing well.
추가적으로 저글링을 또 계속 생산해 준다면은 또 허영무 선수한테 또 기회가 생길 수가 있어요.
The thing is like most people who are either A, too small to need an editor or to be able to afford an editor, right? Or too big and they already have one. So I need to try and find some folks that are at that cusp where they're just starting to get off the ground and they need an editor, and maybe I can try and get on that. I mean, I've done a bunch of different stuff for different kinds of clients too. It didn't have to be gaming, but like since I have gaming connections, it seems like a good place to find people would be like Twitch streamers who need someone to do like their editing or something. I don't know. Alright, Starcraft is on. Map editor is on. We're ready to do some Chatcraft. What did you do outside of Twitch gaming? Well, my career outside of the gaming stuff was as an educator. I was a teacher, and then I ran field trip programs, outdoor education programs for a while as well. So that's kind of like the other place that I've worked, the other industry, I guess. But lately, if you mean like nowadays, yeah, I've just been like, I just moved to a new place, so I've been like trying to find places to like volunteer at the animal shelter, at a science education place. That Link thought he was sneaking in, but no, there was a sneaky swordman in the way. Was I around when Winter tried to teach Brood War? No, I've not seen this. Good old Corsair DT. That's a lot of overlords. I don't think that DT's getting in anywhere. He doesn't have enough Corsairs to deal with the Scourge to be able to move out and push away the overlords. So I don't think this DT's going to get anything accomplished, is what it looks like, which is unfortunate. Losing to E rank and claiming people were sniping him. Interesting. Interesting strategy. Is Winter... I know the name, but I'm actually not familiar with that person. Are they Starcraft 2 main? Can't lose those Scourges. That's what they're there for, man. They're expendable. Oh, really, Jongbi? You just had to like let him. What are you doing, buddy? He's donating Corsairs. Thought you could have Brood War. Brood War is a whole other beast. Some people have been somewhat successful switching from SC2 to Brood War. Like Scarlet got really good at Brood War, I think. But most people can't handle Brood War, man. It's a beast of a game. I can't handle Brood War. I can't play it for shit. Oh, did she play Brood War before? Okay, maybe I was wrong about that then. I thought she was too young to have played Brood War.
제대로 맞았어요.
네.
이거는요,
Did he just storm his own probes?
상황이 어떤 자신이 플레이했던 것 같은
Hold on,
초반의
I can't go back.
아, 지금 돌아오는 모습인데.
How many probes does he kill with this storm trying to kill the mutas?
워낙 템플러 테크가 빨랐기
Let's see if we can find out.
가능할 수 있거든요.
네.
I hate that it does this. It pops up the shit at the bottom.
네 번째 바로 꽂아놨습니까?
Yeah, he just killed like 8 probes.
박명 선수
He just killed like 8 probes.
어떤 자신이 플레이했던 것 같은 초반의 상황을 감안했던 굉장히 손해를 본 겁니다.
Jongbi, what are you doing?
들이 멀티를 가져갈 수 있는 여유가 있었음에도 불구하고 오히려 영무타를 생각하면서 자원을 짜면서 이걸 만들었거든요. 근데 이걸로 그 효과를 못
Tens of thousands of hours and I still suck? Yeah, that's bird word for you.
비탈리스크랑 프로랑 바꾼 모습인데요. 프로토스의 미네랄과 적의 가스를 바꾼 모습이에요.
네.
그렇다면 분명히 지금 박명 선수는 앞마당에
That's brood war. It's hard game, man.
비탈리스크로 인해서 다른 체제 전환이 느려지거든요. 그렇다면은 허영우 선수가 방금 교전에서는 더 나았다. 예, 그렇게 평가할 수가
네.
있겠습니다.
거기에다 이렇게 되면요. 지금 허용문 선수는 아콘을 만드는 시점에
1300 gas?
한번 정도 찔러줄 필요성이 있습니다. 그렇게 해서 7쪽에 한 번 정도
From wait, why is the gas missing? I don't understand where the gas is missing.
여기서 계속 흔들어줘야 됩니다.
아, 네.
You're talking about losing Scourge?
아, 커세어가 계속 스콜지에 너무 무기력하게
네.
잡히는 모습.
That was a whiff of a storm.
잘
네,
써줘야죠.
질럿 바로과 아콘 한두 개 되는.
Man, I was sitting here hoping that Zombie was gonna just stomp Yellow into the ground. We could make fun of Yellow, but this is 2009. Zhongbi becomes a god in like 2011, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Like he's not reached his final form yet, you know. It's interesting he's microing these mutas without clumping them super much. It might be because of the storms and archons.
안마도 많이 잡았잖아요.
결국 이 상황에서 어쨌든 이 뮤탈로 시간 벌어지면서 드론 뽑고 8시 쪽에.
Oh, I didn't realize he lost that many mutas.
박명 선수 살아나는데 하이브 운영이 되는 건데 여기서 흔들리면 안 돼요. 여기서는 예, 히드라리스크의 어떤 양이라도 나와 있어야 되거든요.
네, 근데 나온 병력이 그렇게 많지 않다. 허용배 병력이 그렇게 위협적이진 않아요. 빨리 정리
6 zealots is a lot of zealots, but I think we got enough zerglings to overwhelm in Chatcraft at the moment.
하이템플러 사닉스톰이 없다면 막아낼 수 있어요. 막아내기만 하면 이거는 거기다가 스나이핑, 하이템플러 스나이핑 하나가 뮤탈리스크가 존재하고 있기 때문에 예, 8시를 막아내면 이제 숨
Yeah, he's deliberately keeping them not clumped up so he doesn't take too much damage from Archon hits and stuff, I think. Uh-oh, we got a depot. The depot and marines.
근데 아직까지 추가되지 않았습니다. 추가 수도 잘 안 했어요.
네, 어쨌든 본진에서의 스톰 샤워는 굉장히 아프긴 했습니다만 그 이후에 앞마당에서
Ooh, he ate a lot of. I think he needs to back those mutas off now. What's up, Felix? Felix Graphics. Is that like Felix Graphics? Are you a graphics person? Wait, what the hell? Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought it said something else on a different screen, but it was different people. Malaco Thrix is not the same as Felix. Nice. Welcome, Felix. Whoa! Whoa, the VOD choked a little bit there. That was weird. Oh, we got some supply blocks going on. Who's getting supply blocked? Zerglings? I'll get back some Zerglings here. There we go. What kind of graphics do you do, Felix? I've been known to dabble in graphics as well, but on a very, very rudimentary level. I'm a little bit of a photoshopper, you might say. Shopping for photos. Oh, okay. Nice. Graphic designer in the 90s. Old school.
있습니다.
그래도
Things have changed a bit since then.
전기를 뺐습니다. 허영무.
사실로 잡아주는 모습은 박명 선수 정말 잘해주고 있는 부분이고요.
허영무 선수도 8시를
Can we get more Marines? It's a fair bit of Zerglings going on there. Do I have a Pinterest? No, I do not have a Pinterest. I'm not hip enough for that. That Archon is pretty screwed.
딱 성공되는 그 시나리오가 이제 허영무 선수에게 필요한 거고요.
네, 여기서 이제 허영무 선수가 드라군을 추가.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well with the
멀티를 가져가는 선택을 할 수 있는.
doing pretty well with the mutas.
드라군 추가가.
I
네.
not a fan of yellow, but you gotta admit that the gameplay he's showing is pretty strong.
확장전 한번 세게 붙습니까?
Do cooking streams? Wow. Why should I do cooking streams? Please off this sounds. What?
어떻게든 허영무 선수는 센터에 나와 있는 저 병력 최대한으로 살리면서 이득볼 싸움만 해주고 그리고 저 뒷길 뚫어야 됩니다. 저 뒷길 미네랄 뚫어야지.
What does that even mean?
입구 쪽으로 무리하게 하다가 당연히 자신감이 넘치면
네.
되는데 하이템플러가
지금-
없으면 무리해서
네.
싸울 수가 있거든요.
Video game design, nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
시켜야 되는데
Video game design is definitely a whole different ball game from what I understand, though. I am not a video game designer, but I have a friend that does some stuff, and it can be pretty complicated. I guess it depends on what kind of game you're gonna make. If you're gonna make another Starcraft, that's complicated. If you're gonna make something simple, maybe not necessarily.
이런 교란 플레이 뚫리지 않고 어쨌든 이거 막아내고 2시 쪽 멀티만 안 주면 돼요. 예, 2시 쪽 멀티만 안 주면 예, 경기 어쨌거나 잡아낼 수 있거든요.
박명수가 뚫어 나오니까 허영무 드라군 잡히기 전에 못 나왔거든요.
What's the game time?
이제는 이렇게 저 질럿
The VOD time is 17 minutes, so it's probably about 15 minutes into the game.
저 입구 쪽을 뚫기가 상당히 어렵거든요. 그렇게 하면은 거기서 한시멀티를 가져가주면서
The Lings and Marines not from the game.
필요가 있겠습니다.
해처리가 지금 취소를 못하고 파괴가 됐고요.
Okay. Well, they are from the game. They're from the Chatcraft game, though.
한시 쪽 미네랄 멀티는 지금 현재로서는 그렇게까지 큰 힘이 안 됩니다. 지금은 어쨌거나 하이브 단계라든가 후반에 어떤 운영이 되려면 게스가 중요한데 이곳 멀티를 못
It's the chat minigame.
굉장히 큰 어려움이고요.
로커 무장에만큼의 앞병기처럼 로커 조이기에
If people want me to turn them off, I can. But I think people enjoy having them as a little bit of feedback when they buy a channel point redemption, right? It doesn't happen all the time, just when people redeem units.
싸움으로 확 밀어버려야 돼. 한 방에 밀어버려. 어우, 계속 없어요. 스톱만 있으면
예, 하이템플러가 상당히 필요한 시점인데
I mean, we're kind of getting a lot of small fights.
템플러 두 번만
네.
죽으면 다 이겼네요.
아, 이광호 선수 지금 미네랄적인 여유는 예, 천이 넘어가면 뭐합니까? 개수가 없는데
네.
결국 하이템플러
Gotta get that dopamine hit.
업그레이드를 해야 되는데 개수가 부족하게 되는 거죠.
네, 그래도 허영무 선수 이렇게 센터로 계속 예, 병력이 밖으로 나가 있는 모습. 근데 이렇게라도 해야지 저그의 병력이 갈라지거든요. 저렇게라도 안 하면은 이 럴커 위에 히드라까지 있다. 그러면 뚫기 정말 힘들어지죠.
템플러가 없다는 거 아니까 그냥 막 모여서 뭐라고 해요.
네.
맘 놓고 뭐라고 해요.
나름 허영무 선수의 절실함이 이 질럿을 이렇게 뿌리는데 좀 나오고 있는데 예, 박명수 선수 유닛 잘 써야 돼요. 예, 유닛을 지금 잘 모아가지고 어쨌든 프로토스 허영무 선수 지금 게스 멀티에 절박함이 있거든요.
네. 여기서 이 정도까지 하나 더 나와서 2시간에
네.
방어라인 펴야 돼요.
2시간 관건입니다. 허영무 선수는 이기기 위한 게스 멀티를 어떻게 해서든지 가져가야 돼요. 게스 멀티를.
예, 그래도 한 가지 허영무 선수가 업그레이드는 앞서 나가고 있기 때문에 그 부분이 허영무 선수가 믿을 부분이거든요. 그렇기
네.
때문에 1시 어떻게든 가져가고 2시까지 가져가주면서 반땅을 유도하면서 유리한 싸움을 해준다면 허영무 선수한테도 기회가 생기는 것이고요. 박명 선수 입장에서는 이제는 체제 전환을 좀 해줄 필요가 있죠. 히드라 럴커 굉장히 비싼 조합이거든요. 저그린 럴커의 체제
Yeah.
전환 그런 것들 좀
Yeah, Starcraft Brood War was kind of a
주병력이 함부로 못 나오게끔
happy accident.
예, 박명수 선수 어떤 드랍에 대한 부분
And you know, they did spend a few years doing some balance changes and stuff like that, but I don't know if you could plan for a game to be as good as Starcraft, you know?
지금 이 히드라 럴커를 계속 체제 전환을 유지하면서 박명 선수 입장에서 굉장히 불안한 부분이 이 히드라 럴커 같은 경우에는 병력이 쌓이면 쌓일수록 사이언 스톰에 그냥
they tried really hard to make Starcraft 2 just as good, and it wasn't.
데뷔를 할 수가 있습니다.
Well, depends on who you ask.
들어갈 것 같거든요. 근데 부시적 이런 상황이라면 뒤쪽 그냥 줘야 됩니다. 예, 주고서 자신도 확장하면서 동시에 이런
Depends on who you ask.
이제 본진에
But,
대한 예, 그래서 박정훈 선수 지금 무리수를 들은 건 아니거든요.
네, 이런 상황에서 홍보 선수 좀 대차게 해줄 필요가 있는 게
Some big storms.
완성돼봤자 경기 대세 아무 영향 없거든요.
He's doing a good job also of keeping like overlords and scourge around to try and snipe observers so he can keep these lurkers alive. Zhongbi, oh, he's gotten that fourth base possibility shut down. If he takes out the top right base, that's pretty big. I don't think he's going to. He has to fight with probes though. Maybe he is. Oh, he is gonna get it. He can just right click the nexus. Oh no. Oh no, Zhongbi, no.
이런 상황에서 박명 선수 유닛을 컨트롤을 방금은 굉장히 깔끔하게
Zhongbi.
그래서도 하이템플로 2마리나 치기나 잡아줬거든요. 예, 이번 경기에서는 정말 박명 선수의 뮤탈리스트
I wonder what Zhongbi means.
하이템플로 정말 잘 잡아준 것들이
I should try and look that up.
가지고 왔네요.
Because Zhongbi is not his name. His name is Ha Youngmu.
아까보다도 멀티할 여유가 더 없어요.
But Zhong is sometimes a name. But
상대는 더 커져갈 것만 같고 결국 센터 쪽에 무리를 할 수 있는
yeah, I think yellow just has too much stuff. That's why I was so worried about the top right base, because then it's like 3 bases. Protoss can maybe still like hold things off and try and take a 4th. 2 base Protoss with his main mined out. I don't think so, man. Yeah, the last balance pass for Brood War was actually in 2000 and I think it was 2001. It's always earlier than I remember, than you expect, right? Like I thought it was I used to think it was like 2006. I think Artosis pointed out it was earlier than that. I think it's either like 2003 is the latest it could have been, but I think it was 2001. I could be wrong though. It might be 2003, but it's been 20 years though, basically. It's been 20 years. And since then, it's just been bug fixes. The patches have only been bug fixes and stuff. Yeah, I think it was 2001. Zhongbi is my brother. We'll tell him we said hi. We're all big Zhongbi fans. Yeah, spawning pool was originally 150 minerals. That was a little bit too fast for getting out Zerglings. I mean, the patch notes are all online. You can look through them, but or maybe we can look through them after this. The 4 pool was just so freaking fast. There are some other ridiculous things too that are kind of. Brother and Kala, okay, you're Protoss, nice. Yeah, the balance of Starcraft has changed over the last 20 years through maps and through the meta. People just coming up with new ways of doing things, new ideas, new builds, new concepts, new play styles, new strategies. There's the GG. Just adapting and getting better. Sometimes it's interesting, like Mutalisk stacking just completely reinvented Zerg in like 2006. It was just a way of, it was a mechanic that had been in the game the entire time. Just no one figured it out until 2006 and utilized it until 2006. And it changed the game entirely, but it was there the whole time. It's kind of amazing. Wow, so Zhongbi actually lost to yellow. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna get the next game started while I put together Chatcraft. Alright, so here we go. And then I have to use the restroom. Hey, Faragia! Oh no! Coming in with the tier 3 sub! If you guys don't know, in Chatcraft, tier 1 you get a low level unit, like a tank or a Dragoon. Tier 2 sub, you get an Archon or an Ultralisk. Tier 3 sub, you get a hero unit. Alright, thank you so much, Faragia, for the tier 3 sub! 7-month sub streak as well. I appreciate it a lot, man. Very much appreciate the support. The Firebat Hero. For Firebat Hero, gonna be coming in here. Alright, let's plug that in. Let me do all the rest of it first. I'm assuming you're gonna want him in the front, is my guess. Alright, so let's see, here we go, units. First of all, we got 18 Marines. I'm gonna do 4, 5, 6. We'll do 12. We got 18 Marines. Maybe we should spread this out a little bit differently. We'll do this. Do that. There we go, 18 Marines. And we do have a tank as well. We'll put that in the back. We got a nice little cadre of 6 zealots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 29 sets of Zerglings. So let's see here. We got, oh, don't let me forget the Dragoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 Zerglings, and we'll take away 2. So we got 29 sets of Zerglings. Add the Dragoon here as well. Put it behind those zealots. And we went at the bottom. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get our hero. Let's see. I got to change the... Okay, I got player 1. Units. Terran. Heroes. Where is he? Guy Montag. Boom! Is that where you want? GG Protoss? Guy Montag, this is a hero Firebat character. And I don't have the stats, so I can't check the stats in the map editor, but once we get in the game, we'll look at his stats as well, man. So, how much... I think he has like 300 hit points, though. This is a lot of Zerglings, but let's see how much damage this single Firebat hero can do against all the Zerglings. A video game miracle. Yes. Praise B-Boxer. Praise Boxer. Alright, so let's go ahead and save the map. And... what is today? August 13. Can one flamey boy take on a million Zerglings? And remember, the Zealots are up here too. They're going to be fighting off the Marines. The Zealots, some of these Zealots are going to be attacking the Zerglings too. So let's see how this goes. Let me load up the map now. August 13th. Nobody knows what will happen. Wait, a Firebat? Not just a Firebat, a hero Firebat. Guy Montag, the hero Firebat character from the campaign. Alright, so let's get into the battle screen. And it's going to load up in a second here. I don't know why it always takes a minute for it to load. It's so weird. Okay. Let's check this out. So we got our Terran force. Got a bunch of Zerglings. Got our little enclave of Protoss. You know what? Could the Protoss win this? Could the Terran and Zergs just kill each other off so much that the Protoss actually take the win? They are purple, which is the most powerful Protoss color. Guy Montag only has 160 hit points. However, Flamethrower 32. So he's doing area damage of 32, which means that every single Zergling will then be one hit kill for all these Marines as well. So very strong. Very strong. For wait, what about larva? Hey man, it's if people are kind enough to support me with subs and donations, I want to give them. I want to reward them by giving them some. Why did they get a fire right here? Because Faragia subbed at tier 3, which I don't know if you know is actually like a $25 subscription. So, anyway, let's see what happens in this battle. Let's get down to it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's keep an eye on Guy Montag down here. Protoss get a little bit split up. He's in there. Oh, they didn't target him down. He's getting so many kills. He's got 11 kills. Can he do it though? There's still some Zerglings. Zealot's stuck between the Zerglings and the fire, and Guy Montag comes out with 22 kills. 22 kills plus a bunch of other damage, and that means we're gonna have a big fat. That was actually really close. But the Terrans are gonna take it. A huge Terran force. So many people contributing to the Terran cause, and actually Siberian Katru, the today's Chatcraft Royal Rotor, coming in with the 1,000 murals to claim the MVP on his. I think it's the first time we've seen you participate in this, so well done. So many people though. Faragia, Askia, Malakothrix, Optimator Doso, Tucson, Siberian, and Markalus. And again, thank you, Faragia, for the support. And thank you, Doso, as well. And even though the Dragoon ended up perishing, I still give thanks to... Wait, who was it that got the Dragoon? Oh, man, it's so far down. There's so many units. Where's the other sub? Rise, of course. Rise got the Dragoon earlier. Replay. Yeah, that was weird, man. That was so weird. Did you guys see how like the Zealots like came over and like killed the Marines, and then like some of the Zerglings, and then like the Zealots were like stuck between Zerglings and a tank? It was really weird. Let's do a replay of it. And by the way, if you're new to this, the AI is so buggy with the custom maps that sometimes, or usually, the replay actually comes out differently. It's not a direct replay. The replay actually usually happens differently than the real game. So so let's see what happens with this. Okay, we're down to fastest. Let's go down. Oops. Let's slow it down a little bit here, and we'll watch what happens. That was so weird though. So the Zealots come over here. The Zerglings engage, and Guy Montag, like, he could have gotten picked off early. He got surrounded. Wait, is he actually gonna die? He actually died in this version! He actually died with the surround! The Zerg actually could have win this, maybe. I don't think this tank has 3 kills on it, but it's just gonna get mobbed. You always have to go. It's an alternate reality. Unfortunately, you know, we just have to go with the original play out. But that shows you that's how close this was. That if things had gone a little bit differently, the Zerg still could have won, even with the Firebat hero there, man. So that's crazy. When the AI isn't being dumb, yeah. What's up, Alien? How's your kickball going, by the way? For some reason that occurred, like yesterday, I was thinking about that. I wonder how Alien's kickball league is going. Or was it kickball? It was kickball, right, that you were doing? Best of 3? if you run a replay again, does it change every time? Yeah, it does. It does. It's just because it's not a true replay when in the custom games, because it's just the AI is just broken. So I can't play. Oh, you quit? Why'd you quit? You're just not having fun? I can't do a replay again though. I don't think without quitting out. Oh wait, can I do? Well, I can jump back. Oh, let's see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if it'll be different again. Let's see. Yeah, I think Guy Montag's gonna live this time. So it's gonna be this is a third scenario. This time Guy Montag lives. But the Zerg are looking kinda strong. The tank just killed the Zealot, which enabled the Zerglings to get up on Guy Montag. No, it ended up about the same. This time he had 25 kills instead of 22 though, so it's a completely different scenario again. Second team was good, you kind of fell out. Fair enough. It's an experience. It's an experience. Anyway, so GG's, the Terrans are going to take that one. That was an interesting Chatcraft for sure. Oops. We don't need to play this again. I just left it on. Oh, we'll just leave it up because it's cool. It's a cool video. Custom made by moi, by the way. Speaking of videography, obviously I didn't make all the graphics, but I pieced it together into this little montage of heroes. 2 heroes for tier 3 sub? I don't know about that. That's excessive. 2 Torasks to beat the 200 Marines. Alright. G, let's see. So I can remove this. And let's actually get fast forward to the game. Fantasy versus Cal is up next. That was an amazing Chatcraft, man. I hate him? Why? What do you got against Fantasy? I don't love him, but there's nothing wrong with him. As far as a recent larva game, I try to avoid recent games in general, usually because they've been already casted by English casters and I don't want to like double up on it. So I just stick to the old school stuff for the most part. And Larva is mostly new school, right? I don't think he even has any old school games to watch. Got it just in time to see the Zerg win, that's right. How you been doing? I was gonna say Smith, but then I hesitated because I was like, I think you said either's okay, but how you been doing? Do you know how annoying the fantasy drop is? I mean, it's annoying to lose in general. What's the fantasy drop? I don't know if is that different than a normal drop? New season of SL, yes. Yes, indeed. I haven't seen the results yet, and let's not. If anyone knows, don't spoil them, because people we like to wait a week or two on the ASL results, because sometimes people like to watch the VODs, and it takes a minute for like taste doses to get the VODs out. So, but I don't know exactly what's going on with the beginning of this season of ASL yet, but it has started. I think it's been 4 or 5 days. Nice! That's good, man. That's awesome you get to have some family time.
필요가 있겠습니다.
그렇습니다. 특히 정명 선수가 요즘 여러 프로게임에서 코스는 제일 잘 때려잡아요.
Spoilers, Savior's a dirty cheater. In ASL? Is Savior playing in this season of ASL?
투팩의 플레이가 나올 가능성이 높고요.
그리고 뭐
I'd be surprised.
전에 굉장히 완벽한 플레이도 하지만
It's one of the reasons I moved to Washington, because my mom lives in Washington, so I get to see her more often. It's nice to have some family time. Is Savior even allowed in ASL? You know, I'm not sure. Because Savior was banned from Kespa, but ASL is not a Kespa tournament. I suspect that he probably wouldn't be let in, but I don't know.
4개월 단위로 업그레이드가 되는데
Africa banned him? Because he still streams on Africa, I think. So they at least haven't banned him from streaming, but they banned him from playing. I mean, it would make sense that they would keep up the Kespa bans in Africa, but
4명 오늘 나온 4명 다 마찬가지. 합쳐서 우승자 트로피가 하나도 없어요.
Kespa called the Chinese tournament 6 years ago to prevent him from participating. But he has been participating in Chinese tournaments though. He actually just a few years ago he won like $20,000 or $30,000 in a Chinese tournament. He's banned from streaming too now. Okay. I think he used to stream on Africa, but maybe I'm wrong. Streams on Cacao. Okay. I didn't know Cacao did streaming now. If you guys don't know, Cacao is like what's the messaging app people use? WhatsApp? Kakao Talk was like no one text messaged in Korea when I was there in 2012. They all used Kakao Talk. It was as a messaging service instead. And then they started doing stuff where like you could play games on it, and then like people that were your friends in the whatever. And now Kakao Talk is like a big thing that does a bunch of different stuff, games and everything. 1A2A3A, is that a person's name? Guys, I gotta use the restroom. I will be back in a few. BRB.
어떻게 보면 김구현 선수가 굳이 전진 시리즈를 안 하더라도 첫 서치가 안 됐을 경우에 정찰이 안 될 수도 있으니까 돌아가서 상대의 어떤 그 빌드 정도를 확인하겠다 이런 컨셉이었던 것 같습니다.
보통 이 맵에서 스노프와 원적으로 미네랄 멀티를 선택하기 마련인데 오늘은 정명 선수가 반대로 했어요.
지금도 사거리 업그레이드를 드래곤 사거리 업그레이드 돌아가는 걸 못 봤거든요. 다행히 잘 잡아냈고요. 어쨌든 저 빠른 로보틱스가 리버를 선택했을 가능성이 어쨌든 김구현 선수는 공격적으로 정면 선수를 한번 흔들겠다는 건데 그게 통하지 않으면 정면 선수의 멀티가 빠른 만큼 정면 선수가 유리해지는 거고요.
그리고 프로토스랑 가까운 쪽으로 멀티를 가져가게 되면은 어떤 또 이점이 있냐면은 일단 수비가 되면 말이죠. 드랍십의 경로가 좀 더 넓어집니다. 거기다가 저쪽에 미네랄이 뚫려버리면은 이후에 7시 지역에 또 미네랄까지 뚫어서 지상으로도 전진할 수 있는 그런 효과도 가져갈 수 있고요.
그럼요.
초장기전으로 흘러가면요.
맞습니다. 정명훈 선수가 만약에 이 토너먼트 이 흐름대로 쭉 가게 되면 이재동과 4강에서 만날 수도 있습니다. 또 붙을 수도 있어요. 이재동 정명훈이요.
좀 전에 뭐 김태형 해설위원께서 말씀하셨던 뭐 잘하는 선수고 우승만 못했을 뿐이지 그런 말씀하셨는데 선수들이 그런 말을 제일 싫어합니다. 결국에는 남는 건 잘하는 선수가 아니라 우승을 누가 했느냐 그것만 남는 거거든요.
사실 저희에게 칭찬이 아니에요. 참 안타까웁니다. 안타까운 자신하니 안타까움이에요.
실력에 비해서 뭔가 결과물이 없다는 게 참 선수들 스스로는 상당히 좀 큰 아픔이라 하겠습니다. 뭐 어쨌든 양 선수의 준비가 좀 재밌네요. 정명훈 선수도 다크에 대한 어려움이 생길 수도 있지만 어쨌든 그런 부분을 컴셋을 2개를 빨리 달았고요. 그리고 어쨌든 멀티가 빠르다는 이점. 김구현 선수도 원게이트 상태에서 옵저버를 가진 뭐 리버를 빨리 돌린다든가 이런 의미는 아니에요. 일단 보고서 맞춰서 운영하겠다는 그런 생각인 것 같습니다.
김구현 선수 입장에서는 일단 선 방어 이후에 다른 것들을 생각하는 부분인데요. 일단 뭐 서로 무난하게 출발한 만큼 이런 스타포트라든지 혹은 김구현 선수의 셔틀 이런 변수들이 경기의 흐름을 바꿔놓을 수가 있겠습니다.
정명훈 위원이 움직였거든요. 옵저버가 볼 수 없는 그 타이밍에 나갔습니다. 지금요. 꽤 많은 명이 나갔어요.
일단 시작 자체는 지금 정명훈 선수 굉장히 좋아 보이는데요. 이런 액션을 취해줌으로 인해서 뒤늦게 드랍십 달아가지고 원래 이 타이밍에 프로토스는 좀 쫓기는 입장이거든요. 테란이 멀티가 빠르네. 그럼 나 멀티 하나 더 해야지. 이런 생각을 가질 수도 있거든요.
야, 여기 안바닥 캐논 지금 마인드 개발이 됐습니다.
아, 네, 지금 김구현 선수 저 벙커 만약에 완성돼주고 저기서 만약에 시즈 모드까지 돼버리면 김구현 선수 여기서 경기가 그냥 너무 어렵게 흘러가 버릴 수가 있거든요.
그냥 때리면 게이트 닿습니다 지금요. 시야 확보되면요.
야, 이렇게 대차게 나올 수 있다는 부분이 정말 정명훈 선수의
그렇죠.
그 프로토스전의 자신감.
네.
네.
그렇기 때문에 지금 이거
아, 마리는
벗어내야 돼요.
벙커 안으로 해.
자, 최대한 버텨냅니다. 이란은 지켜야 돼요. 정명훈 입장에서도요.
네,
돈 많이 썼어요.
근데 시즈 모드가 아니라 뭐 벌채 속도 업그레이드를 해줬나요?
아니요, 여기서는 예, 속도 업그레이드 가능성이 굉장히 낮을 것 같고요. 시즈 모드가 되기 전에 김구현 선수는 뚫어내야 되거든요.
네.
아.
이지만 자신 있어요. 여기 이렇게 들어온 거 아니겠습니까?
네, 이거는 너무 무리인데요.
네.
정명훈 선수.
자,
드래곤이
벙커
많아요
깨지죠.
지금.
오케이, 저 주동수 맞고 탱크도 죽을 수 있어요.
네, 지금 정명훈 선수가 노리는 부분이 이렇게 탱크와 드라군이 교전이 일어나면서 상대방이 김구현 선수의 옵저버가 지금 스타포트를 확인하지
네,
못했다면 드랍 12로 뒤에 우회해서
네.
공격할 수 있는.
소급을 지금 했거든요. 그래가지고 아마도 이제 조인다는 어떤 의미로 정명훈 선수가 준비한 게 아니라 압박을 해주면서 이런 압박을 해주면서 자신의 드랍십 벌처 결국 궁극의 무기는 벌처로 흔들겠다였습니다.
네.
아, 예, 지금 옵저버가
4벌처 이제 태울 수 있거든요.
네, 확인하지 못했다면 이거 큰 낭패가.
아, 더 치를 수 있죠. 탱크 둘보다는 탱크 둘에 벌처가 추가된 더
네.
계속 실현하면 될 거 아니에요.
어쨌든 지금 이 타이밍에 한 번 정도만 흔들어줘도 운영을 하더라도 정명훈 선수가 좀 쉽게 갈 수 있기 때문에 근데 만리버거든요 또.
네, 서로 엇갈렸을 때 지금요. 누가 더 결정적인 타격을 입을 것인지.
아, 네, 저 지역은 이후에 셔틀이 날라오지 않는다면은 넥서스까지
네.
부서질 수가
네,
있어요.
여긴 빼버리고 웨이스트가 됩니다.
일단 반응 속도 빨라요.
네.
SCV 잘 뺐고 간만큼 지금
Hey, soccer guy, what's going on?
기다리는 상황이 있는데 똑같은 타격 줄 수
아, 네,
있거든요.
움직이는.
Long time no see. Hope you've been doing well.
네. 자, 이러면
I think, well, actually, freaking, I always forget. People have different names in YouTube and Twitch. So if I've just forgotten that your name is different on Twitch and I've actually seen you on Twitch, my apologies. I have a hard time keeping those connected in my brain. Anyways, I'm back.
그래서 김구현 선수 셔틀이 지금 살아 돌아와야 되거든요.
보다도 야 탱크
Rip contain. Yeah, I don't think he looks very contained.
탱크로 낚시를 해가지고 벌처로 잡아야 돼.
You were downstairs. Okay, wait. So who are you? What's your TTV name then?
근데 그나마 어쨌든 김구현 선수 피해를 많이 받긴 했습니다만 그래도 그 리버가 어쨌든 6쪽의 멀티를 자원 채취를 못하게끔 만들었다는 측면은 그나마 좀 낫긴 한데 빨리 걷어내야 돼요
네,
지금.
근데 지금 앞마당도 지금 준비하고
I just, again, like, my apologies. It's just in my head. I was like,
가야 됩니다.
oh, you're Dynasty. That's right. So it hasn't been that long. We've seen you not that long ago. Sorry, man. I just, and then the other thing is like, sometimes if people send me donations, it pops up as like their real name on the donation receipt or whatever in my email. And so then I have 3 names for people and I try and keep track of like, anyway. I'm gonna try and remember that though. I'm already bad with names. Like, I'm already just really bad with remembering names in general. And then when I have to remember 2 names or 3, it gets difficult for me. So it's nothing personal. My apologies. Well, anyways, I still hope that you're doing well. And I still want to know how you're doing. So.
이게 보이는데요. 아, 벌처 4개가 가서 풀고 4개만 잡고 되는 거잖아요.
원래 타이밍 자체가 이런 거에 휘둘리지 않으려면
1A, 2A, 3A got in trouble for pedophilia?
앞선 그 공격 때문에 그것마저도
Who is that? Who is that? That's a Korean Starcraft player? I don't know, recognize the name. You guys heard about Kim Carrier, right?
지금 이거는요.
He now is a pimp, apparently. He runs like,
이 이후에 앞마당에 이제 돌아가는
oh, Terror Foe you. Oh, okay.
아직은 정면에 분이 많진 않거든요. 물론 조합은 다릅니다만 770대
Interesting. Kim Carrier is one of the main Korean casters back in the day. And nowadays he runs brothels basically. Did he just attack his own robotic support bay? Wait, he's attacking his own forge? Oh, because it's blocking mining. That's funny. Starcraft caster is a pimp. That wasn't on my 2022 bingo card, right? How's that? Apparently it's working out okay for him. But he's gotten a little bit of shit for it from his old Starcraft fans, I guess. The thing is, I don't think it's illegal in Korea. It may be, there may be some social thing. Oh, this tank drop might get shut down by this Reaver? He's not running the probes. This is interesting. Like, they just have brothels just labeled brothel, like, on the front of them, like, you could just, like, walk down the street and there's just brothels around. So, I don't think it's illegal there. I'm not sure, though, if it's, like, maybe it's illegal but it's ignored or something, I don't know. But it's just, it's not like, I don't think he's gonna get in trouble for it, I guess. But he's just gotten shit for it. Go to a host club? Now, is that the same thing, though? Because there's also... I don't know the name of them. Hot guys in bathhouses. Okay, that might be something different. Because there's also... there's actual clubs that are like bars. Oh, was he dodging scarabs with the dropship? Classic. 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 As you would expect from the second son of Boxer. There's also like normal bars where you go in and you like get a side room, and then there's guys that work at the bar that will get women off the dance floor and bring them up to your room to introduce you to them. But that's not a sex thing, it's like a dating thing. I mean, like, some people may have end up getting together, but like, it's like a, you know, they bring you, like, women to, like, just be part of your private party in your side room, by the way, basically. It's very strange. I did that once, and it was a little awkward for me. But I got to see it firsthand, which was just at least culturally interesting. And when I say I did it once, I was there with some other people. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to this bar," and then like we're in this like. No, I didn't get a prostitute. No, but I was there with some other folks. In Korea, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go get a private room at this bar." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then like, they started just bringing women up to like chat with us. It's a little bit sketchy. It's a weird situation, and I don't know enough about the scene to really make any comment on it. Because on the one hand, it's weird, and the guys are often like very forceful, like almost dragging the women up there or whatever. But at the same time, like the women go to those bars. Like they could go to a different bar, but they don't. They go to the bars where they know that the host guys are gonna like encourage them very strongly to go to these random rooms and like flirt with guys or whatever. I don't know. No, they didn't have H cups. What if they have alcoholism problems? I don't know. The guys work for the bar, and they actually go out on the street and drag women into the bar, and that's the part where it's a little bit sketchy. But again, like, you know, the women don't have to go to that bar, so I'm not sure how sketchy. I actually don't have any idea how sketchy that is. It sounds very sketchy, but it could be like just a cultural thing that like that's part of the party scene. I don't know. But so the guys will drag attractive women and off the street into the bar, and then they'll introduce them to people in these like private rooms.
병력 각격하고 있죠.
지금 변수를 만들 수 있는 유닛이 그나마 리버인데 리버가 접근하기에는 유닛이 너무 많습니다.
한번 함께 가운데 들어와 봅니까?
Yeah, it is a super sketch thing, but at the same time, like
단순 질럿들하고 이제는 단순 질럿들하고는 테란을 잡는 시대가 갔어요.
Korea also, and again, I'm not a woman, so I could be wrong, but Korea felt like a very safe place in general. Like, it's such a polite culture that like I would sometimes see women that were like, you know, very not dressed for the winter, we'll say. Just wandering around by themselves, like in the middle of the night in sketchy alleys and stuff like that. Like I felt like people felt like they could feel safe for the most part. Not that there wasn't any crime, but like people would wander around by the river on the river trails in the middle of the night by themselves, and people seemed to think that they were fine. This is a strong ass push, by the way. Look at it. This is so much mech. Oh, poor Cal. Is there a way to hold this off? There's like so much stuff there. He's got a lot of bases. Oh, he's even shelling the side bases. Hello there. Who's Swabi 2002? Let's see. Hawk Pelusi. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Many people see Korean Starcraft League. Yes. Many Waeguk are big fans of Korean Starcraft League. Waeguk Saddam. Waeguk, by the way, is like foreigner. Vampercy. Oh, okay. Is it like vampire? Oh, vampires. Okay. I think it means vampires, right? That would make sense. Vampires. Vampiracy. Okay, yeah, that's probably vampires. Could be. I don't know. Anyways, welcome. Oh, it's a soccer player. Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, we get people from all over the world here in this chat, actually. Right now we got people from Europe, Australia, North America. Now we got people from Korea in here. I actually was looking at my stats the other day. My number one viewership is from United States. My number two viewership is actually from Norway. And number three is Netherlands. Now, I don't know if that's watch time or if that's individual viewers. Because it might just be watch time, because I know that there's at least one or two people from Norway that watch a lot, and there's at least one or two people from Netherlands that watch a lot. So... But it could be that there's just like, you know, if I have 50 viewers, you know, if 3 or 4 of them are from Norway, that could represent a lot of people. A larger percentage. Robin Van Persie. The Flying Dutchman. One of the best strikers of his generation. Interesting. USA! USA! Except in WCG. Alright, game number 2. Can Cal bring it back? I'm a Cal fan, man. I'm a Cal fan. They're just harvesting Chatcraft points? Probably. Probably. Let's see. Let's pull back the curtain. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Creator dashboard. Insights. Channel analytics. I think this is where it says it. Where's the stats? This is interesting also. Can you guys see this? Yeah. So obviously the most people watch Starcraft. Some people watch Starcraft too. That makes sense. Just chatting. Okay. League of Legends. Heroes of the Storm. That kind of makes sense actually. And this is fun too. Look at the emote usage. Look at the emote usage. Number one emote that's used is Ayaya. And then Zerg wins is used a lot. Now this counts total uses. So if someone spams Zerg wins 10 times, that counts as 10. So, you know. Anyway. And then people like the heart, the lull. Bunky has actually been one of my top emotes. It was kind of a random thing that I just added for no particular reason, but it's been one of my top used emotes. It's kind of funny. But where is the I don't know where the oh, here we go. Is this it? Channels. Well, I love this. 84% of my views come from Artosis, because whenever he raids me, he gives me 84% of my viewers because he's raiding me with like 20 times my normal viewers. So Neokin Blackman, where is view details? Maybe here we go. This is what it's okay. Oh, actually, can't wait. What views by? Okay, this has changed. This has actually changed since the last time I checked. So my stats are a little bit different now. So we got 44% America, 12% Canada, South Korea, Germany, Poland, Sweden, UK, Australia, Russia. Wait, where's I'm telling you, it said Norway and Netherlands at the top last time, but now they're on the bottom. Actually, Norway's not even on here. They were up here at the top before. Bunky was a solid addition. I think it was, because I didn't actually even realize when I like put it. I was just like, I just need a good picture of Bunky, but it's actually Bunky doing this too, which is kind of fun. Show all-time emotes. All right. Now, of course, I've had some emotes longer than others, right? Well, this, I think, isn't this all? Oh, this is just recently. How do I update range above? Oh, this is just, okay, how do I start date? I just have to go back, I guess. I started streaming again in March of 2020. So this is all time. This is like the last few years, basically. Look at this. Look at these funny. Look at these average viewers. There's these spikes. These are big raids. You can tell the big raids that I've gotten because my average viewers went up for that one day. All right, all time. Even though this is a newer emote, Ayaya is my all-time most used emote. Interesting. Then Bisu, what face? Then the nuke, the lull, the heart. I'm happy that people are using these emotes. That's why I made my emotes things that could be useful in other StarCraft channels. Although sometimes people use these a lot in my own channel, so. 800 times people have used moletrap Ayaya. And I like this too, that 29 different people have used it. So it's not just like one person spamming Ayaya pyramids or something like that. I'm surprised my hello emote is not used more. I use it all the time. The nuke is number 3. It's a solid emote as well. Okay, there's the high emote. There we go. Look at the Ultralisk. It's just like in chat. There's something interrupting the Ultralisk. You've got 2 of the Ultralisks, then a random Zealot in the middle, and then 2 more Ultralisks. Oh, that's kind of funny. And then Bunky coming in low, but that's because Bunky is the most recent emote that I've added. What's my least used emote? Oh, well, it's the Battlecruiser ones, and the one that you have to have a cheer for, so that's why. No one... Oh, this was a temporary emote. I think I removed this. Right? I don't think... Is that an emote anymore? Fighting? What is this? Oh, the reverse Ayaya has been used 5 times by one user. Oh, man. Alright. Anyways, let's go back to Starcraft. Let's see if Cal can bring it back. Where's the animated rainbow GG? I mean, there was 4 pages. I only looked at 2 or 3 of them, so it must have just been in the mix. I really like... I think the moletrap high might be one of my top few favorite emotes. It's just so cute that he's like got the 4 fingers. It's only not used because we don't have access to it. Which one? The Rainbow GG? Oh, the Rainbow GG animated. Oh yeah, because I turned that one off, didn't I? Yeah. Well, I just didn't like the colors, man. It just didn't look good the way that the colors were like. It looked off. It looked scratchy. What are these hyper emotes? You guys trying to boost the emote stats of your favorite emotes by just using it 10 times? I used it 500x. I mean, we can literally check real quick. We can see exactly how many. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here it is. Tier 1, yeah, animated GG. See how the edges are scratchy? Because the animation was not something that I animated. It was like they took the normal GG and they animated it with like just the built-in Twitch animation. I just looks, yeah. 4 people used it 70 times. So there you go. And the Kerrigan emote has been used 63 times by 1 person. Who could that 1 person be? Who could it be? Maybe it considers a single line as 1 usage. So maybe if you type it 10 times, it still considers it like 1 usage. What? Okay, what is going on? Chatcraft is haunted again. Oh no. Chat, how did this happen? The win totals went back up and it changed the MVP again. You're the MVP in my heart, Dynasty. Don't worry. But who was the MVP though? I forgot who it was. It was Siberian, right? The real MVP was Guy Montag. Chatcraft will never be out of beta. You know what? Let's do it right now. Right now, we're gonna do it.
예, 그냥 뭐 알아도 못 막는 멀쩡 그냥 쓴다는 거죠.
이런 것들이 테란 입구를 막게 되면 가질 수 있는 메리트 중에 하나인데 이번 선수 입장에서는 네 상대방이 가서 프로브로
Chatcraft is officially 1.0.
빨리 뚫어주는 것이 중요하겠죠.
아무래도 김건 선수는 세계 가능성
We did it, Reddit.
갈 수밖에 없기 때문에 게이트웨이를 돌릴 수밖에 없고
No more beta.
전반 선수 오히려 그걸 역이용해서 상대의 어떤 늦은 옵저버 예, 그런 거를 드랍십의 어떤 그 벌처 플레이로
Still paying 20 euros for a sub?
이제는 김건 선수가 로보틱스랑
Oh yeah, because the euro used to be more valuable than a dollar, but it's equal right now.
나온 벌처가 없다.
But Twitch has been changing that too. Like you can actually sub for like $1
차율이 안 되는
if you live in like India, basically, or something like that, because they adjusted it to be sort of normal for the prices for like where you live, right? So places with a lower currency, they adjusted the prices of the subs. So yeah, just go to use your VPN to sub from India.
적극적으로 공격해야지 뭔가 뚫리는 겁니다. 김건 선수.
적으로 쭉 길 열고 있습니다 지금요.
네, 그리고 정명 선수도
I don't know if India is I don't know if it's exactly that amount, but I heard that was the thing.
마인드로 버티는 게
If you ever see GG boy, you know it's me.
이거 지금 던져서 어차피 이거는요 시즈 모드 있다는 걸 증명하는 거예요. 결국 여기서는요 김건 선수 과감해야 됩니다. 지금 하나도
Cal's going for it, man. He's in the natural. The zealots are charged. Oh, the mine in the back.
여기서 재미 보면 김건 선수
Is he falling back? Yeah. You know, it's so hard to cross a bridge against the Terran. Although it doesn't have siege mode yet, I don't think.
드라군 마지막으로 드라군 한 마리까지 쫙 밀면서 좀
6 WoW accounts from Argentina and it costs less than one normal. Really?
옵저버 없어도
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that worked that way with WoW accounts. Huh.
노릴 수 있었거든요.
그래도 안마당 커맨드는 못 들었더라.
How's it going, Marin?
드랍십을 눈치
Myron?
굉장히
Mirin?
이게 뻔하거든요. 정면은 들어줘도
Pronunciation?
바로 뒤치기 이거예요.
아 여기서
That's kind of fun. So did you just use a VPN to like to start the account, and then you didn't have to use a VPN to play like from Argentina, did you? Or did you live in Argentina?
이렇게 두세 번만 더 막으면은 분명히 김고현한테 기울거든요.
자 그리고 중앙병력들 약간 전진 배치.
네, 이렇게 해주면서
I think the
하나 더 가져갈 수 있는 여유.
also the Twitch streamer gets the same amount,
한테 보시 앞서 나가는 발탈이 마련되는
regardless of what the cost is for the
드랍십을 너무나도
subscriber. The streamer is still gonna get
추가 벌티가 안정적으로
$2.50 basically for a normal sub,
그게 부담스러우니까 두쪽에 많이 받고 있다. 돌고요.
or $2.49 or something like that.
정명훈 선수 무난
You live in Florida. Okay, yeah.
격차가 벌어졌다 판단했기 때문에
Use a VPN to set up, and then it was normal after that. That's so funny.
네, 결국 팩토리를 또 과감히 늘리고
I didn't know that worked that way. That's clever.
그렇습니다. 뭐 정명훈 선수가 이후에 4팩토리까지 뭐 4팩토리까지 늘렸다면은
You forgot to put a zealot on hold position. Just keep the dogs out of the kitchen. Oh man. You could have just built a pylon and then canceled it when you needed to get out of the kitchen. That's so funny. That's actually so funny. Oh man. What the heck?
지금은 이제 수비 모두가 김건 선수 통하는 분위기라서 괜찮은데요.
예, 그리고 김선 선수가 지금은 꼭 참고 있지만 이후에 아비터가 뜨고 스테이시필드가 되면은
You guys want to hear something funny?
또 넓거든요.
Ish?
그렇기 때문에 정면으로
I think it's kind of funny.
지금까지 당했던 거 한 방에 갚아줄 수 있기 때문에 그때까지 꼭 참아야 되겠습니다.
So I'm on a couple dating apps, and I was talking to this woman on one like 2 or 3 months ago, and we had a little bit of conversation, and then she just never responded to me. She just stopped responding altogether. It's like, okay, whatever. Happens. It's not a big deal. She just liked me and sent me a message on another dating app. I don't know if she realizes that she ghosted me on a different dating app. I think she just... I don't think she realized it. I was like, it's like, you got a like. And I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, I recognize her. And I went back and checked. I was like, yep, that's the same lady. I'm not sure what to do about that. Oh, he almost dragged that mine into those SCVs. Say you're a cat person without saying you're a cat person. Cat backpack. Dude, I've seen people wearing those. I've seen people wearing those. It's actually really cool. I would love to have a cat in my backpack, man. I would need a cat, though, first, so. You guys want to hear a kind of sad story? I guess it has, like, an ambiguous ending. About a person and a cat. The cat doesn't die, don't worry, it's not that sad. I actually saw a guy once walking down the street, this is not the story, who just like had his cat on his shoulder. Like the cat was just riding his shoulder, just like chilling. He was super freaking hipster, man. Super duper hipster. Does it end with the guy getting pink eye? No. I'm just gonna tell it. Heck the consequences. What's up, Smarty? And Nike 2. So I started volunteering at the animal shelter, and this lady came in the other day who wanted to get a kitten, and she'd seen the kitten online, and so she's like, I want to see that orange kitten with the white face. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, fill out this paperwork so you can adopt it. She's like, great. And then she did the paperwork, and then she was looking at the kitten, and then she was like, oh, well, maybe I should get its brother too. And she was like petting the cat and like, holding it and like getting all cuddly with it. And she like totally fell in love with these two kittens. And she's like, I should look around anyways real quick. So she went and she like looked at a couple of the cats. She's like, no. She went back to the orange kittens, and she's like, all right, let me make a call, make sure I can get 2 kittens instead of 1. Okay, yeah, great. And then she's like, all right, I'm gonna get these kittens. And then the freaking lady at the front desk was like, oh, we don't do adoptions after 5. She had arrived there like at 5, and they didn't tell her this. And now this lady at the front desk was like, you can't adopt these kittens. After she like sit there and let her cuddle them for like 15 minutes and fall in love with these kittens. She's like, oh, you can't. And she was like totally heartless about it. I felt really bad. I was just a volunteer. I couldn't do anything about it. But this lady was like heartbroken. And they're like, oh, well, come in tomorrow morning and you can like adopt them then. We can't reserve them though. She's like, I work tomorrow. I can't come in the morning. And she was like so crushed. She like left, her face was like, right, like that's the whole point, is they want to adopt the animals. So I don't know why they... She's like, it's a 20-minute process to do the paperwork. I'm like, well, you should have said something when the frickin' lady walked in there after 5 that it was too late to adopt them, so she didn't like do the stuff, or she would have been quicker looking at the cats. So I hope, I mean, she could have gone in the next day after work and the kittens could still be there. So hopefully she went back and was able to get them. Ship 500 or 600 of them up north? Well, I don't know about that. The kittens definitely are going to get adopted. Kittens don't stay in the shelter for very long. Some of the older cats do, though, I think. But even they get adopted pretty quickly. It's interesting recall.
이런 식으로 괜찮아요.
예, 그런 부분들은 굉장히 괜찮은 부분들인데요. 김도현 선수가 이후에
One of the Korean casters just said one of the only things in Korean that I know. 괜찮아요.
드라군만
Which is like saying it's okay. Begging for people to adopt and then choosing not to let them get adopted. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Rebelto. That's, you know, I actually might have convinced her to get 2 kittens instead of 1 because I said that exact thing to her. I was like, you know, if you get 2 of them, then they'll keep each other occupied and then they'll play with each other, and so it's not as much work. If you get 1 kitten, kittens are rambunctious, and you know you're gonna need to play with it more. So she was getting it for her daughter, so I said, like, you know, if your daughter wants to play with the kitten all the time, then just get 1 kitten, maybe. But
지금은 어차피 5시 멀티든 안마다 멀티든 경기를 끝내기 위해서 무리한 러시보다는 이 이상의 멀티를 안 주겠다는 생각으로 경기를 펼칠 필요성이 있어요.
예, 그렇습니다. 그리고 정명 선수가 잘 막아내고 있긴 한데 여기서 필요한 거는 이후에
people don't adopt enough animals.
프로토스가 그냥 들이부어도 계속
It's too bad.
프로토스가 유리할 수밖에 없어요.
I knew a woman who liked dogs a lot. Well, I still know her, but she lives in Alaska. Oh damn! Look at this attack. Is he gonna break through here? I think he's done it. Cal fighting. Cal has like 7 million bases too, actually. I think he's got this game. They don't have many dogs to adopt in Alaska. And this woman was visiting family in Florida where they have like too many dogs. So she actually just literally took like 4 dogs from the shelter on her way to the airport in Florida and took them with her to Alaska. I think she ended up adopting like 3 of them herself. Or 2 of them or something like that. It's interesting, SimCity. I'm actually surprised things don't get stuck between there, but those are actually even though the factories have some space between them by visually, but the boxes are actually tight fits, I think. Aww. I mean, maybe just go adopt a different puppy, maybe. If there's too many animals, it's gotta be one to adopt. There was a guy that came into the animal shelter when I was there a couple days ago who he said his cat had got paralyzed, had some sort of crazy injury where like the cat just like threw up and like had, I don't know, maybe the cat had a stroke or something like that, was paralyzed, and then put the cat down, and then like 2 days later his dog died too. He was like, that was a hard weekend. I was like, oh shit, dude. But he was there to pick up a new dog, and so he left with a new doggy. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, when you exactly. That's why if I do get kittens, I want to foster them first, because then you can kind of get to know them first and see if they're a good fit for you and you like their personality before you go all in, you know. He lost a lot of Dragoons there. He might have wanted to fall back and save those Dragoons, actually. Exactly, Entis. Yeah, I don't know where Cal's forces are. It's a good question. Oh, he is? No, those are Arbiters. How many gateways does he have? 10? He's probably got more gateways somewhere else, too. I think he probably would have been better off preserving those Dragoons, though, but I think he just figures he's just... Because now Fantasy has... Well, Fantasy only has 3 bases, actually. Looks like he's getting a 4th and a 5th, but... It's interesting he's been able to keep Fantasy from getting too many bases, because this map, like, even if you're winning... Oh, JK. Turn around and go home, Arbiter. But wait. Yes, we've had one Arbiter, but what about second Arbiter? Oh, second Arbiter got EMP'd also. Not the best storms. Is Cal gonna throw this? Is that Scanted gonna stop on the ramp and block his army from getting in? Oh man, he's like, I can't recall. I'm just gonna literally run Dragoons into your base. Who needs you don't need to recall, you can just like walk in. The door's open. You don't need to break the back window and sneak in when the front door's wide open. Yeah, he's going pretty full on gateway man here, isn't he? And now Fantasy took 2 more bases. Oh, Cal might have thrown, guys. Because he needed to stop those 2 extra bases from getting up. Instead, he just kind of threw away a bunch of units a few times. I mean, he still has an opportunity here. This is good. The double recall? Recall the Arbiter into recall? Into running away from the army? If he can keep this up and stop Fantasy from really getting mining going at those 2 bases, maybe he can. But I don't know. I'm gonna eat some nuts. I'm gonna cherry pick my nuts. I read that walnuts have a lot of. I've been taking some omega-3 supplements, and I heard that walnuts have the most omega-3s of any nut. So I'm like, I've got this nut mix combo. I'm gonna try and pick out the walnuts and eat them because I ran out of supplements. I don't think I have many walnuts left though. No, there's like no walnuts left actually. That's what counters mines and tanks? Nothing. Terrans are unkillable. There's no way to defeat a Terran player. Now Fantasy's throwing? How? How so? I didn't watch for like a minute because I was watching my nuts. I was too fixated on my nuts. Oh, he did lose those bases. Okay. See, I was saying there was a window for Cal to kill those bases. Again, just walk in. No need to recall where you can just walk in. Stop playing with your nuts. I'm not playing with it. My nuts are very serious. His main is 500 mines. Damn, he lost that side base too. That's crazy. After the stream today, I've got a cover letter to write. I haven't been applying to almost any jobs lately, but this is one that I really want, so I'm gonna put in the effort. Okay, no, don't, Cal, this is no. Okay, you don't, no. No. Dragoons across bridges against siege tanks. Is it gonna work? Did he just march across? I mean, I guess it's just 5 bases to 0, so you know, or whatever it was. Just walk in. We've discovered the key to PVT. Just walk in. Don't be fancy and get carriers or try and recall. Just right-click your units into their base. They'll path into the enemy base and then attack things. Isong in Ipe. 1 win, 1 loss. Alright, tiebreaker. On Return of the King. Why does Chatcraft keep getting haunted, man? I don't understand. Chatcraft 1.0, by the way. No longer in beta.
확실히 두 선수의 어떤 상대 전적에서 했을 듯이 박빙이네요. 네, 서로의 어떤 그 빌드가 중요할 것 같습니다. 정말 발광할 것이 발광.
Isong Ipe. Sungli. When I played League of Legends in Korean, it would always, at the end of the game, it always said Sungli. Well, actually, for me, it always said Pepe, which is lost. But sometimes when I would win, it would say Sungli. That's how I know the Korean words for win and lose from League of Legends. Dynasty racking up the stats for the GG emotes.
그런 부분들이 테란한테 굉장히 묶어주는 부분이고요.
프로토스 입장에서 본다면 상대의 어떤 드랍십에 대한 두려움 때문에 뭐 셔틀을 좀 뽑아야 된다는 그런 좀 강압감도 있고요.
자, 이번에는 어떤 뭐 지금까지는 선수들 뭐 견제만 했지 초반에 모두 극적인 상을 만들지 않았습니다. 입구도 좁히고 있는 정면.
Return of the King.
4인용 맵을 할 때는
Man, I just want to watch all Outsider games. Map is so fun.
험난한 길이 예상되고요. 오히려
Games are always wacky. So in other news, by the way, it looks like I might have a date next week.
허경위원 전에 말씀드린 되는 날은 가면 적이 있어요.
저 가면 있고 그런 날은 경기도 잘 되고 컨트롤도 잘 되고.
There's a person who's agreed to meet with me.
역시나 또 이번 경기 더블레인가요? 지금 김구현
Date hasn't happened yet. It could fall through, but seems optimistic.
보여줬듯이 앞서 나가야 되겠다. 그만큼 정명훈 선수가 좀 굉장히 어려운 상대라는 거죠.
네. 두 번째 경기에서는 더블랙인 거 알고 정명훈이 뭐 바로 치진 않았습니다만은.
근데 확실히 그 빌드에서 앞서가는 김구현 선수 결국 그게 지켜냈는데 이번에 만약에 원터치를 발견하지 못하고 늦게 또 발견하게 되고 그럼 대처가 안 돼요. 김구현 선수는 그러면
Don't worry, this time I won't let the date interfere with stream though.
이거는 막상 가보니
I might someday. I'm not making any promises in general, but
옛날에 그 박지호 선수라고 있는데 그 선수가 프로게임을 하면서
what day is today? Today is Saturday.
차를 가면서 하늘이
There've been a lot of stuff that I'm actually missing out on 2 hiking meetups that I want to go to right now. But I was like, no,
일단 정차를 웃어주지 않는 모습이에요.
must stream. It's Wednesday? Shit.
글쎄요. 이런 상황이라 정명훈 선수가
The day of the week doesn't really matter too much to me, actually.
더블 커맨드를 역시나 또 준비했다면
Since I'm an unemployed loser.
그의 어떤 운영의 변화가 생길 수 있을지언정 출발
Not everyone that's unemployed is a loser, but
그렇습니다. 이 맵은 뭐
I kind of am.
외로 돌아올 수 있는 지상으로 돌아올 수 있는 그런 루트도 없기 때문에 김구현 선수 같은
But yeah, so the days of the week don't really mean much to me.
준비한 것을 더 많이 드러낼 수 있는 그런 기회가 될 수 있겠습니다.
Gateway, core gateway. Creative? Just walk in. That's right. I said I haven't robbed any banks recently.
발견을 했지가 정명훈 선수 입장에서는 좀
What's up, Grinker?
많이 쓰겠는데요. 발견되는 순간 넥서스.
Maybe it's Gronker? The Q makes it seem a little French, maybe? I don't know.
프로토스 입장에서 미네랄버티가 상당히 거슬리고
Gateway Core Gateway is that Gigi Boy's brother? Yes, exactly.
또 밑그림 잘 그렸어요 김구현 선수. 결국 그런
Gateway sounds Gateway. You know, Gateway could be a name in America these days. People have weird names for their kids these days. I could see someone naming their kid Gateway. Gateway Core. Dude, if Tasteless ever had kids, that maybe those would be the names. Gateway and Core. Or maybe that's just one kid. Gateway, Cybernetics Core, plot. Can we just talk about how cute Pickles is, though, by the way, for a second? If you guys haven't seen Tasteless's kitten. Oh, it's such a cute kitten. Do I have it subbed to emote right to Tasteless right now? I don't think I do. I think I used my Prime on him last month, but I just ran out because I turned off Prime.
벌처의 이동 경로가 좀 다양하기 때문에 프로토스 입장에서는 질럿 드라군이 갔을 때 벌처가 쏙 뒤로 들어온다든지 혹은 정찰병이
Yeah, I don't have tasteless emotes right now.
아 그래도 이번에도 투질럿까지 또 뽑았어요. 이렇다면은 예, 한 번 또 들어갈 수도 있고요.
병력 또 수전 써야 됩니다. 아직은 상대편의 위치를 확인하지 못했어요.
2 goals.
체크 나오는 것까지 보면
S rank.
대상 끝납니다.
Fill the turtle tank. Oh. Fix switch controller. Same goals as last weekend, dude. That's a vibe. I have a reminder on my phone. I won't check off the reminder until I've actually finished it. I have a reminder on my phone from November 19th of 2021. And you know what the funniest thing is? The reminder is to make a to-do list and set a schedule to do other things. It's been sitting there reminding me every couple days for 7 months. I believe in you, minions. I believe that you can fill the turtle tank at least, because the turtle deserves water, you know? These mines. Oh, that was a big mine hits. It's too hot? Why does it matter how hot it is to fill a water tank? Minimalist to-do list. It's just a text file. Oh, widgets. That's kind of cool. I mean, the problem isn't like having a place to write the to-do list. The problem is actually like sitting down and writing it. And also the other part is making a schedule. I kind of want to try and make a schedule for myself and like set aside like, this is when I'm going to work on writing. This is when I'm going to go to the gym. This is when I'm going to do this project. And I haven't done that. I don't know if it's going to be useful for me to have a schedule, but I kind of want to try it. Oh, you just bookmarked it? Wait, you need to finish cutting a tree down? Okay, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Oh, that's too hot for that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I thought you meant too hot to fill the turtle tank. I got confused. How do I have 43 viewers? What the hell's going on right now?
레이스였던 존재.
I guess we got a bunch of new people today. I'm not sure where they're coming from.
통하지 않았을 경우에는 어쨌든 정면 선수가 더블렉에 밀리는 앞마당이랬지만
43 is
이제 넥서스랑 직교인데 정명을 돌려.
is more than my usual though.
가 캐논을
We're at 71 sub points now.
캐논을 건설하지 않게 되면은 분명히 담대가 있거든요. 그렇기 때문에 정명훈의 이후에
If we get to 80, we'll get another emote slot.
한방 타이밍으로
And then I'll have enough to make a quad emote for tier 1.
없는 부분이거든요.
I'm starting to think about winding down though.
원래 지금 타이밍이
Should I end after this game? Or maybe do one more game?
나오고 좀 치고 나와서 앞 셔틀 리버까지 같이 있는데 아래쪽에 드래곤 병력과 함께라면 병력이 지금 뽑아 나오기 이전이기 때문에 정면 선수 병력이 얼마 없어서 이게 충분히 유닛을 갈아주고 좋은 분위기 만들 수 있는데 김선 선수가 좀 위축된 분위기거든요 지금.
Jaeyoon is on. We could go to him later.
근데 병력이랑 같이 움직일 수
Blackman.
있어요, 지금.
아, 저
Wait, Neokin's on?
그러면은 이후에 견제를 갈 때 정명 선수가 이제
Oh, Neokin's on as well.
건설할 수도 있죠. 셔틀 소급이기 때문에 터렛 건설해도 자원 손해가 아니에요. 아니면은 레이스 한 개 더 찍어줘도 되고 골리앗을 찍어줘도 되고 선택 사항이 굉장히
Who is Nom Broodwar? It says NSL 5. What is NSL? Does anyone know what NSL is? Is it a cool tournament? Or is NSL Nom Star League? Like it's his own little tournament or something?
쪽으로 가는데 정명
아, 내
선수가
셔틀을 안 맞고 어차피 맞을 어차피 죽을 건데. 최대한
SCV
달려.
대박이 나와야 돼. SCV 대박.
여기서 리버
Oh, the Reaver though.
이타.
Yes, go Cal. Normie Star League. Intuitive lists. Simple lists for complicated things.
살리는 게 좋죠. 어차피 리버 데리고 가면은 리버 데리고 살려가네요.
네, 하나는 떨어.
Pomodoro timer? Isn't Pomodoro a type of chicken dish? A pasta dish?
야, 대박입니까?
I mean, all these features for this list thing sound like things that are just part of like an iPhone anyways.
네. 자, 그러는 동안 게이트는 많이 만들었고 태클 준비가 됐습니다.
여기서 아비터가 뜨는 타이밍에 맞춰서 테란도 좀 전진을 해줄 필요가 있고요. 정명 선수가 이제는 병력이 어느 정도 쌓였거든요.
지금 어떤 업그레이드보다도 팩토리를 과감하게 늘리면서 정면 선수도
Let's check out this NSL guy. See what's going on with this.
예, 발업 질럿이 확보되기 전
I've seen it happen before, not on this map.
조금씩 시간이 더 벌어집니다. 발업 질럿 확보가 좀 돼야 되는 상황이고요.
자, 어디까지 합니까, 리버?
정명훈 선수 입장에서는 이후에 경기를 쉽게 운영하기 위해서는 이 언덕을 먼저 자리를 잡는다면은 공격을 갈 수도 있고 멀티를 가져갈 수 있는.
지금 상황에서는 이걸로 경기를 끝내.
Looks like they're casting some replays. Nom, yeah, it's Nom Star League.
정명훈 자리를 너무 잘 잡았어요. 저렇게 자리를 잡게 되면은 프로토스 입장에서 어느 한쪽
Yeah, maybe we'll raid them.
추가만에 또 오거든요. 그러면 전진할 수도 있습니다.
Pomodoro technique?
지금 가지고 있는 이 병력 정도면 뚫어낼 수 있어요. 셔틀이 있기 때문에 병력이
It's 25 minutes. You take a 5-minute break. Repeat the process.
질럿이 아직 발업이 안 돼 있다는 부분이 김구현 선수.
Huh? Why does that? What is the point of that? I feel like that would interrupt your workflow.
그래도 자리 질럿이 발업이 되어 있어.
Is it because you like have a time that you like? Okay, well I know I only have 25 minutes. It keeps you productive because you're like, oh well, I have a break coming up, so I have to work until I get to the break point, right?
이제 더 이상 밀리면 안 되거든요.
Oh, it keeps you from burning out. Okay. I mean, that's never been a problem for me. I'm always too lazy to get to the point where I'm burning out anyways. So. How much time is left on this game? Oh, we got this is actually a little bit of time left on this game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out after this. Coming up on the 3.5 hour mark. Where's the thing? Here we go. So after this game, we'll do a Chatcraft, and then we'll head out. I'm feeling pretty good today, but I actually you need a parent to ground me. Yeah, probably. I really want to make sure I have the time and energy to work on this cover letter today. I need to finish it today, and I want to play some video games later. Text this lady back, but the cover letter is the priority. I even messaged her and said I was busy and I would get back to her later because I want to make sure I get this cover letter done. The end game Ling Rush is in progress. Is 12 Lings enough to kill 3 Zealots? Dude, I've been playing the Cycle, which if you're not familiar with it, it's a PvPvE map instance shooter game. Oh man, using DTs to clear mines. Wait, he actually just snuck between the mines. They're actually just not gonna encounter the mines. Interesting. I've been playing the Cycle. I think I'm too old for it, man. I keep dying to people who are just like Twitch shooters, like, meaning like Twitch, like they're jumping around and like they're playing like it's Quake, and I'm playing like it's Counter-Strike, where in Counter-Strike, the best way to win a fight is to, as quickly as possible, stop, crouch, aim, shoot, kill before they can kill you. But I just keep dying to people with shitty weapons because they jump around and I don't hit them and they shoot me in the face. So I think I'm too old for it. I'm too old for this game, but I've been enjoying it a bit, so. That's kind of cute, making a Wraith to kill the Zealots so they can clear out that island expansion. But I want to maybe I want to play a little bit of Tarkov as well, which is similar, but New War just dropped. It's on my wish list, man. I'm waiting for it to be on sale more, I think, before I try it. Because I just don't feel like I have the time to put into Foxhole to like really play it well, you know, enough. I'm considering it. The Cycle is free. That made it easy to try out. Been playing Fortnite, smashing 10-year-olds on iPads. Nice. Now that Fortnite has no build, I would consider trying it. I probably won't because I'm too cool. I'm not cool enough for it, I should say. I always am opposed to things that are popular instinctively for no good reason. So if things are popular, I just like feel like, I don't want to play that. Everyone else is playing it. Need random meat shields. It's on my wish list. I think it was like 10% off or something like that recently. If it was like half off. I don't know, I'll think about it. But I really shouldn't be playing games anyways. That much. I don't know. Story of my life. I shouldn't be playing games, I should be doing something else. But now I'm stressed about the stress of trying to get something else done, so I'm going to play video games to soothe the stress that I'm feeling. And now I'm not doing the thing because I'm playing video games instead of doing the thing, and now I'm more stressed. That's basically, I just described like 80% of my life in the last 30 seconds. I've been better about it recently though. Just accept, yeah. I do accept more for the most part recently. But it's also like, actually it's interesting because lately, because I've been like, I don't know, in this weird place where I'm kind of devoting time to myself. Now it's different because it's like I'm not avoiding shit that I should do. I'm avoiding shit that I want to do. So because I like things like writing. I want to do some more writing, right? so I've actually been writing a bit lately, and I want to like not play too many games because I actually want to make sure I'm working on my own projects. So
김구현 선수가 안 와주면 시간 가면 결국 두 번 멀티 돌아가는 거거든요.
is it just one, like everyone that plays is on the same battle map, or are there like servers if different regions or something like that where there's different groups of players playing for Foxhole? Is there just one Foxhole, or is it a regional thing, or like, you know, if I play the cycle, you know, there's dozens of different servers that I could end up on. Probably hundreds, I guess.
규모가 많이 없다라면 정명훈 선수에게 기회가 생기는 겁니다.
And they all look the same, but they're not necessarily they're not the same instance.
정명훈 선수의 편이라는 것이죠. 예, 업그레이드도 테라는 예, 이쪽
유니카운트 썰 수 있는 많고요. 그리고
업그레이드는 이런 정말 지금 토스는 빵업인데 이러 빵업 대 이러 누가 이럽니까? 테라 무조건 유리하거든요. 그러면서 지금
Each hex is a server. Oh. Oh, interesting. So, like, you're fighting an overall war, but you're fighting, like, your local part of the war. That's interesting. Huh.
아, 그 지영이 테란이 또 자리를 잡아요. 또
오히려 정명훈 선수가 김구현 선수를 압박함으로 인해서
The other thing I can do, I might ask some friends about it too, because
예, 한시 지역의 멀티가 테란의
a lot of times, you know, like my old friends from like high school and college, the only time I get to talk with them is, I mean, we could talk other times, but like often we bond by playing games together, and so maybe I'll see if they want to play too. We could play as a group, get them involved, because then my social time can be also some gaming time.
지금 붙어야지. 여기서 시간 너무 걸려.
근데 골목을 지나가는 골짜기를 지나가면서 수득을 맞고 잃는 병이 많습니다.
Actually, it might be good too, because we're looking for a game that people can drop in on occasionally. We can play together or separately, because I've got like a group that I play with sometimes, and like Diggity's actually one of them, but like he's very rarely available. But we don't want him to be left out because we start this other game and we play without him or whatever. I don't know if Diggity would like Foxhole though. And not like I don't think he would, I literally don't know if he would enjoy it. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, like, Fantasy doesn't have a lot of bases going for him either right now. Oh, he's gonna try and save these tanks. Oh, he killed a lot of Dragoons there. Fantasy's on 3, is he? Is bottom left mining a lot, I guess? Nah, man, look at this Reaver. The Reaver gonna clear everything up. Hero MVP Reaver is gonna win the game. A tank takes 2 to 4 people to crew. Can you decide that? Can you be like, I want to go in and do a tank with my friends? Or is it one of those things where like people grab the tanks and you can't like necessarily use it? Like in I've seen shooter games where like everyone spawns in and people just run to the vehicles and grab them because like they're limited things. For some reason, like, I'm not OCD or anything like that, but for some reason it's just nice to have like 2 Marines, 4 Zealots, 8 Zerglings. It just very crisp. You can build a tank. Oh, okay. So if you build a tank, you get to use it. Interesting.
멀티에서 자원을 얼마나 해먹었습니까, 정명 선수? 다 먹었어요 지금.
해먹었어요.
지금 뭐 얼마 남지도 않았어요.
네. 아, 정면 뚫었습니다. 이제 방어를
The cycle has like 2 or 3 month seasons also.
지금은 진짜 아니 9시 그렇게 타격 줬는데 유닛이 이렇게 나옵니까?
You screwed up the 248! Oh my gosh. It was perfect! It was perfect and you ruined it! How you doing, Varosh?
변수들을 없애는 것이 굉장히 중요한데
Hope you're doing well.
아, 김도현 선수 분명히 상황은 유리하게 가져갔어요.
Late game people were hoarding things, drop them all in public? Oh, nice.
그리고 아무래도 분명히 김도현 선수가 기회가 있었거든요. 하지만 그 유리한 점을
It will come fair game after 40 minutes. Oh, interesting. I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well, actually. Life is decent right now. I'm not looking forward to getting disappointed next week, because I have a date next week, which means that I'm going to get rejected, more than likely. But up until then, I can say, hey, I've got a date coming up. All right. Unfortunately, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna reset this map here. I'm gonna take a little bit of break, have a little food, chill out for a second. I gotta work on this cover letter. I always take so long to write things that, like, even writing a one-page cover letter takes forever for me. So let's see here. All right, we got 3 Marines, not 2. We got 4 Zealots. And we got 8 sets of Zerglings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, a nice little simple Chatcraft. Just a cute, short, sweet Chatcraft we got this time. What today is? Today is 13th. Alright. How are you doing, Varosh? Talk Starcraft Brood War? You know, I did tell her, oh, I have these video game broadcasts that I do on a couple days a week. And she's like, oh, that sounds like something fun that you are excited about. And I was like, so, she might ask about it. He went through 5 tanks in 2 hours. Oh, so like the war just ended, like, or just reset? It seems like the war is reset like every month. Is that approximately correct? Yes, new ASL started 4 or 5 days ago. If you don't hit it off and run into them at a grocery store later, don't be weird. I think you're referring to the fact that it happened before, right? Because that happened to me once. And I wasn't weird about it. I was a little weird, but not super weird. Is there larva drama? No, because larva I don't think is playing in it. I don't think larva's playing in it. Yeah, I mean, she seems like a nice person, so it's not like gonna be bad. It's not like it's gonna be a bad time or anything like that. I don't think. I don't think I've ever had like a date that was like actually like a bad time. Like, oh, this is terrible. This is, you know. I don't think I've ever had like that kind of experience. So it's not gonna be that bad. And I'm kind of like feeling a little bit more blasé about it than usual, anyways. So being resigned to like, probably won't work out. It's okay. Makes a little less pressure, so it's fine. All right, let's run some Chatcraft here. When I have nothing to say on the date, I start reciting the plot of a TNG episode. Pro strats. All right, let's see. The real story is how buff these zealots are. The Zerglings have a nice surround, though. There we go. I actually wasn't sure. Maybe if there was like 1 or 2 more zealots, they could have pulled it off, honestly. But we're gonna have Another Zerg win. Not surprisingly. Oh no, oh no, Chatcraft is broken. Okay, at least it got the correct MVP. At least it got the correct MVP of minions. 750 minerals. It was a close one, and then Minions was like, I'm gonna add a bunch of Zerglings. Looks fine to me. Dynasty, double up for double importance. Put it back to beta? Yeah, maybe that's what happened. It's obviously it's not out of beta yet. I made a mistake. It will be a Raker episode. Yeah, just tell her about the episode where the farmers had to be evacuated from that planet, and Riker invited the young farm lass to his quarters, and she washed his feet as a sign of thanks for his help. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? All right. We're gonna raid this. Oh wait, Non-Broodwar has 32 viewers now. Did he get another raid from someone? This guy is casting some Starcraft. Let's just double check to make sure he's not like about to sign off or something like that. Non-Broodwar. So he's got this little Star League that he put on himself, I guess, which is pretty cool. So, it doesn't look like it's high-level play. He's casting off some replays, but you know what? I'm a caster, so maybe some of my fans will like his casting. Dude, Jarmark and Gelada Tanagra, Varosh with the super pro strats right there, man. that is the key to anyway. That'd be a good one. Just try and speak in what is the phrase for like speaking in like stories? Like it feels like there should be a term. It's not speaking in metaphors, but it's like something like that, right? Shaka when the walls fell, exactly. Oh man. I need Varosh to be that guy from that movie who's like speaking in my ear telling me what to say on the date. The date isn't till next weekend because she's gonna be out of town during the week. So I'll have one more stream before the date on Wednesday. So maybe we'll. I've been kind of itching for a Darkest Dungeon stream. I haven't done one of those in a few weeks, so maybe I'll do that. Anyway, let's go check out Mr. Non-Broodwar. See. Wait, what the hell? I closed the window already? See what he's like? You guys might enjoy him. Either way, it's kind of cool to give someone that's putting on some StarCraft content some appreciation and some support. So we'll go check him out. And have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate all the support, and appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting. It's always good to talk to y'all. And thanks for the dating advice as well. If you ever happen to move literally across the country, hey man, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that. I'm the kind of person that would do that. Oh, raid went off already.